From the Amway Center in downtown Orlando, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball last night. After a successful 4-1 preseason, this new era officially begins with a Rockets season opener against the young and upcoming Orlando Magic. Olds turns it over. Rockets have numbers. Back to Sengun, in on Carter. Well defended. But Sengun able to absorb the contact there, and that's the first two for Houston this season.
Impressive finish there, and even bigger, Alperen sees the ball go through the basket early. That's one thing I thought the Rockets struggled with in preseason is, go early, get those quick looks. Don't wait until the defense sets up.
Really good defense by Sengun, and then he hit Jabari with the no-look pass.
Yeah, and there you go, out and running, selfless play there.
Rockets 3 of 7 now from the floor. That first 3 attempt by Jabari was their first. Down low to Green, a little ball fake, and freed himself up with a score.
Love the attack activity again from Jalen Green.
Has been super steady, has Wendell Carter Jr. been in his career. Last year averaged a career high 15 points per game. Sengun hesitated, now decides to add to the degree of difficulty with the flamingo shot there off of one leg. So 37-year-old Jeff Green taking it to 20-year-old Paolo Banchero. Oh, wow, I cannot believe they didn't call that offensive basket interference on Sengun.
Very winnable matchup here for Alperen.
Gonna get it back. Didn't see a lot of post-ups from him in the preseason, but Alperen now is 4 for 4 after hitting the turnaround.
Orlando was really hurt, and they were injured to start the last year. I think Cole Anthony was hurt, Harris
they had
was
a lot,
hurt. Yeah.
Their whole roster.
Fultz was hurt.
Their whole roster missed time a year ago due to injuries. And also, frankly, the season before that as well. That's why when they improved by 12 games from one season to the next, it was a nice dramatic improvement. 2 on Van Fleet, inside to Sengun. Back across to Bullock Jr. His 3 is up and down. Reggie Bullock Jr.'s first shot as a Rocket at 3 from the corner is good.
The one-legger.
It's the Flamingo. The Dirk, the Flamingo, and Sengun. I've said it once, I'll say it again. He is the Rockets' offense in this game. Sengun fakes the 3, puts on the deck, finds the cutting Smith, and that's a nice way to start the second.
Those two have a little connection.
Sengun comes off the pick, gets turned back, goes back to Van Fleet, looping 3, good! Fred Van Fleet knocks down the 3 as the Rockets continue to run their offense through Sengun. Again, the offense going through Sengun. Brooks buries his second.
Again, you see this game starting to speed up, and it looks like the Rockets have woken up in this ball game.
All Orlando in this one. They win it going away, 116 to 86. Both teams 0-1. Both teams hungry for a win. The Spurs were in it until the very end before the Mavs scored the final 8 points of that game. The Rockets, of course, lost that one in Orlando going away. Van Fleet to Sengun, and it's 2-2.
Great ball movement there from the Rockets. End up getting a downhill look, and the connection we're looking for, Van Vliet and Sengun. Hopefully that chemistry continues to build.
Green looking to shake Vassell. Can't, gets it back from Sengun. Shoots from the top of the circle, knocks it down.
Great sign there. Jalen Green getting his shot to go.
Good screen by Sengun, gets it back. Spins, flips, hits.
Love the way that Alperen has been playing. There's a fire under him, and boy, this team needs his finishing inside.
Jalen Green splits 2, the driving kick. Brooks from the corner. Oh, look at that. Sengun reaching over the top of Collins. Pins inside here. Smith high off the window.
Excellent job from Alperen Sengun, working the glass. Nice pass off to Jabari Smith Jr.
Van Fleet lets it fly. So that Spurs lead did not last long. First make on the first attempt of the game for Van Fleet. Collins picks up Smith.
Sometimes when you have an open shot, you've got to take it because it won't get any better.
And there's his first 3 of the game. In fact, that's his first 3 of the season. He was 0 for 4 in Orlando. Around 2 screens, into Sengun, in on Collins, and he banks it in.
Tough pass, tough play, good basketball there.
Here's another open look. And a make! Alperen Sengun knocks it down. Collins over Sengun, the closeout, the miss. Dylan Brooks into the paint, dishes. Sengun working baseline on Collins, backs him down, shielded Collins, and able to lay it up and in for 2 as the Rockets go back out in front. Sengun into the lane, got it to go. His 6th hoop on his 10th shot attempt. He's got 14.
Oh, that's nasty.
They were thinking he was going to go behind the back in the corner to pull out for the pass, and he dunked it down instead, and there's Wembanyama with the lob. So they go right back to Collins. He misses the shot. That's green, but there's Alperen to clean it up.
Incredible tip, and Alperen doesn't even come down with it. Catches that one out of the air. Just slipped out of Jalen's hands.
18 and 13 for Sengun. And then the steal. Ahead to Thompson. Fumbled it, got it back, and dunked it down.
Defense turning into offense. Look at Alperen Sengun impacting the game. Where? Not his offense, that's his defense, Craig. Wedge roll here for Alperen. It's the old Tim Duncan play.
Remember, Collins has 5. And Sengun takes him. That's 21 for 28.
Oh, wow,
how about
that's
that?
a
Back to
play.
Brooks on the other side. A little touch pass by Alperen Sengun.
Yeah, the Spurs lost vision, and Alperen just read it.
Dude is balling tonight.
And when he works hard and defends and he's active now, he can be himself. That's the Alperen we know.
Fans on their feet. Wembanyama on Smith. Goes baseline. Threw it up and in. Tying the game up at 111. Sengun's back out there. 2 on Van Fleet into Alperen. Smith, a good look at a 3. And he misses it short. Battling for the rebound. Brooks ties up Wembanyama with 1.9 to go. Wembanyama wins it. Sohan fumbled it, fell down, and that's it for regulation. Back to Sengun, through the lane to the cup.
There you go.
And the Rockets finally take the lid off that basket and also hang on to the ball. So their first points of overtime. You're a big dude. You would have loved to just go up there and try to dunk everything back.
Yeah, when I played USA basketball, I never quite clicked. They told me to do it, I would forget it. There goes the shot.
Sengun with the flying right hand.
Oh, that's just nasty. But look at Alperen Sengun. I mean, Zach Collins here just all over his face, and that's a rewind, and this one counts, ladies and gentlemen.
Counts.
My goodness, look at that mean mug talking to his bench.
Jalen Green on the take. Jalen Green on the other side. Got 2.
Got a foul,
2
got
more.
a foul.
Vassell to Johnson.
What, he didn't foul? What is going on?
Wow.
Got to be able to foul in that scenario.
The Rockets didn't, and the Spurs are going to get the win. It's opening night here in Houston, and the fans are getting ready for the ball game outside of Toyota Center. And speaking of Toyota Center, right here in the heart of America's Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. And tonight, the 0-2 Rockets, fresh off a heartbreaking loss in San Antonio, play for the first time at home as they tip off a 7-game homestand against their longtime nemesis, the 1-1 Golden State Warriors. Low block this time for Sengun to Smith. Catch and release, good look at stroke, and it's 5-0 Houston. Good smile on his face, too.
Yeah, it is great. There's a game behind the scenes. So Curry's guarding Dillon Brooks. Dillon not known for his offense.
Until he's come to the Houston Rockets, coming off his World Cup performance, knocks down another 3, shooting in the mid-60s now from 3. But you're right, if there has been over this decade of domination by the Golden State Warriors, if there has been an Achilles heel, it has been turnovers, and that is why, in part, they ended up going after and acquiring Chris Paul in a trade, because he helps kind of settle things down a little bit. And Brooks draws a couple, and that leads to that little flip shot there by Sengun.
Again, attacking the paint with aggression.
Smith draws 2. Sengun moonballs in the triple for the top of the key. 14 for Thompson. Offensive rebound. Sengun has been much better in the last couple of minutes as he scores again and now has 9.
See the patience there from Sengun. He looked at 1, 2, 3, 4 options like a quarterback and then says, okay, let me take it and scramble. Go shoot my own shot.
That time Sengun on Thompson, able to use his size to his advantage. He's got 11. Del Curry still an analyst for the Hornets. We'll see them when they're in town on Wednesday as the homestand continues. And Sengun that time got to his spot. Got into the middle lane, rolled, hit the baby hook. A little bit of a loose handle there that time by Alperen. Shot clock winding down, needs some help. Bounces to Brooks, hop, skips, yeah, there you go. Lays it up and in.
Fancy footwork there from Dillon Brooks.
Sengun on the move, whirls, double, throws it up, and he gets it to go down.
Love the way that Alperen just composes himself in the paint. That's elite. There aren't too many big men ever that have that type of patience. I mean, Kevon Looney getting away with two-hand shoves and pushes. It is hard to score on a guy when he's defending you like that.
There goes Sengun. 11 straight by the Warriors over the Houston Rockets, spoiling their home opener as they improve to 2-1, and the Rockets fall to 0-3 on the season. From the Toyota Center in downtown Houston, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, the 0-3 Rockets face the 1-2 Charlotte Hornets. And Fleet coming off a rough shooting night against Golden State, and there's that little patented flip shot from Sengun. But Alperen has had a tremendous start to the season, and everybody was worried about his offense because of what happened in the preseason.
Greg, I think he hustled all of us. I mean, it was a cause for concern the way he played preseason.
How about Van Fleet? Hasn't missed. He's got 10. Rozier's there to lead and score well, defended by Tate. And a throw right to Brooks, but Thor takes it right back. And then can Brooks get it back? Yes, he can. Now to Tate. Tate on the move, has some help, finds Sengun trailing, and he scores.
Again, that's one thing you want to see more of, is the Rockets running when they have opportunities, and Jason Tate, the catalyst again.
Sengun lost Williams, lost the ball, got it back, and still managed to score.
Yeah, using his craftiness against the length of Williams.
Another strip this time by Brooks. The green to Sengun.
The Rockets out on the break. Love to see it turning defense into offense, and that's how this ball club would like to play.
Sengun got his own miss. Still plenty of time, gets it back. One-on-one with Williams. Backs him down, goes with the left hand, just kind of toying with him that time. Van Fleet ends the run with a much-needed three for Houston. Sengun, no look to Jabari Smith Jr. Nasty pass.
Got to step slow right there. And he looked at Jabari wanted earlier in the game, but the spacing wasn't correct. Good pass from Alperen.
She talked about Ball and being healthy last year, just 36 games for him. He fractured his right ankle, turns it over there. Another steal for Dillon Brooks.
This Dillon Brooks is something else, man.
Yeah, kind of a two-way monster. And Sengun off the drop-off, buries the three.
Again, and Rockets turning defense into offense, as we spoke about earlier.
Sengun on Williams with the left hand again. He's able to back him down, used his body as a little bit of a deterrent between he and the shot blocker, went with the offhand and scores. Rockets kind of fell asleep at the wheel in the last 6 minutes of the second quarter, and that 18-point lead was cut to 3. Sengun goes baseline throw. Oh, he got a little English, got to hang on the rim and drop the rim.
Incredible balance there from Alperen. He almost fell over it. Normally you'd see a big guy roll to the ground if he took that type of contact.
Two-man game with Sengun. The exclamation point.
He's been short rolling all game, and that time he said enough is enough. Takes care of business. Look at this catch off the drop. P.J. Washington turns into peanut butter, and my goodness, Alperen Sengun with the left hand hammer, bringing it home. Rockets looking like they're going to secure their first win of the season at home, and my goodness.
Rockets wind it down, and for the first time this season, the Rockets have won a game as they defeat the Charlotte Hornets. The final score here, 128-119. The first win as Houston's head coach. Right there for Ime Udoka. From the Toyota Center in Houston, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, the 1-3 Rockets look to build off their first win of the season as they begin a 2-game set with the 2-2 Sacramento Kings. Jalen Green, by the way, has put up some big-time numbers in his young career against the Kings. Right on cue, right on cue. Kings had the best offense in the league last year. A little bit down to start this season, but they're still so potent, as you mentioned. And there's Dillon Brooks coming off that 5-steal game, a career high against Charlotte. He also ended up scoring 20 points. Barnes on Green, well defended by Jalen. Didn't allow him to back him down at all. Here comes Brooks to Sengun, had Green. Oh, and he threw it a tad bit late, but Green was able to catch it and score it. And that's the 1,000th career bucket for Jalen Green already. Sengun!
could have been
contact.
Yeah, easily and one, but love to see it.
Sengun from Van Fleet. Oh, did he call glass?
The bank is open, baby. The bank is open.
Sengun back in, gets double teamed. Go right back to him. McGee gambled on the steal. Sengun, the Euro step by Duarte, and then McGee comes back, recovers, but that's going to be a goaltend. And this is a terrific shooting team. Not necessarily to start the year, but they are a terrific shooting team. Sengun scores again.
That's the connection we love to see more of.
Green to LP, back to Tate. Got it to go, the second triple of the game for Jayshawn Tate. The Kings, especially with De'Aaron Fox, but he and Sabonis, this is a tremendous finishing team at the rim of the Kings.
Yeah, because they shoot so well and they're willing. The shot makers, not just shot takers.
And that time, Sengun had a smaller player on him in Barnes and took advantage of it.
Sengun is taking leaps, and I know it doesn't look, leaps and bounds, doesn't look like much, but he's much better defensively.
Oh, so much better. Whirling and hits the hook.
That's
for him.
That is a tough shot. He's flat-footed there and just uses his touch over Sabonis. See how the Rockets execute these plays here, and you're seeing it traps.
Didn't work. Green finds Sengun, dunks it down. 27-12 in favor of the Rockets to close out this game. From the Toyota Center in Houston, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, the 2-3 Rockets look to complete the sweep of this two-game set against the 2-3 Sacramento Kings. Sengun into the lane. Goes glass. Gets the rebound off the Smith deflection. Once again, one-on-one with Sabonis. A little shake and bake. That time Sabonis did not bite. Shot clock winding down. Smith, big-time three there just before the shot clock expired.
The Rockets are picking on Herter.
A couple of jab steps there by Sabonis. Now backing it on Sengun. Play on.
Play on is correct. Mano, you've got to stand in and be strong. I love the no call there from the officials, but Alp's got to be tougher.
Tate is open from the slot. Just talked about how well he shot it this year. Van Fleet, Sengun out there together again. Jeff Green getting his first burn. Here's Van Fleet from Sengun, the three, and it rattles through. The Rockets have had a couple of those here. Averaging 6 assists per game is Sengun to go along with 18 points and 9 rebounds. In on Sabonis, got to the cup and scored the ball as he was working down the baseline. Biggest lead for the Rockets. The Kings with 5 minutes to go in the half are sitting on 34 points. This was the best offense in the league a year ago. Held to 89 on Saturday.
And Vanessa, loved that note that she had about the Rockets going through old school box out drills. It's really paying off.
Oh, good look there. The extra pass. Another dime for Sengun, number 7. Green, the recipient. Another miss, that time from the corner for Barnes. They're shooting 38%, the Rockets at 53. Jeff Green wants the ball, they give it to him, working on Herter, and he scores.
Everybody's picking on Herter. I mean, I'm telling you, it's wherever Kevin Herter's at, that man gets the basketball and goes to work.
Shot clock at 5. 3. Brooks, no man's land to Sengun from 20. Got it.
It looked like Dillon Brooks knew the whole time what he was doing, wasn't worried about the clock. We saw it earlier with his defense on Monk, and that time offensively beating out P.
Sengun, nothing doing that time. No look to Smith down the baseline for the slam.
That's just fun. I mean, the Rockets sharing the sugar. Doesn't matter who gets the shot.
Sengun, 9 assists. And gets the ball from Van Fleet. Give Van Fleet his 4th dime, and Sengun with the push shot. He's got 9 points. In the circle for Sengun, drive stuff.
I was going to say, I couldn't even get the words out. When you see zone, put Alp in the middle, spaced out, and let him go to work. Kings really extending their defense.
Bank shot Sengun from a bit of an awkward angle.
And you make those shots when you're comfortable.
The Rockets were beaten badly by the Magic. It looks like Orlando's going to be a lot better than a lot of people thought they were going to be, especially if they stay healthy. Sengun on Sabonis, trying to back him down. That time Sabonis keeps him away from the rim, but Sengun just whirls around and hits that push shot anyway.
And I'll tell you one thing, the Kings weren't believers of the Rockets. Hopefully the rest of the league can wake up.
I like that stop, bounce pass, another slam for Sengun.
And that's one of my favorite things about Fred VanVleet. He's playing within himself, moving the basketball. He doesn't need to go out and get 20 or 30 points a game to be successful. And his offense had been called upon, but you can feel his leadership and playmaking.
That's the best three-point shooter in the league, at least to start the year. He's only shooting 36%. Van Fleet, good. That's his third. Timeout Sacramento. Fantastic game tonight by the Rockets. 122-97, the final, the near triple-double for Sengun. From the Toyota Center in the heart of America's Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, the streaking 3-3 Rockets look for their fourth win in a row as they face the 3-4 Los Angeles Lakers.
Good action, trying to get Dylan Brooks curling into the lane early.
Sengun trapped, got it off, and scored just before the shot clock expired. Another look at this ankle turn by Alperen Sengun.
Oh, goodness, yeah, comes down on his own teammate. A lot of times that's what ends up happening, and keep an eye on that ankle.
Especially when he goes to the bench to get some rest. Usually that thing will tighten up. We'll see how it affects him coming out of that. Dylan Brooks stays with that play and scores again.
And you want Dylan being aggressive at the rim.
Rockets doubling up the Lakers. 90 seconds to play in the first. Again, Sengun working on Castleton and scores.
Love that drill foul early and then scored the second time. Castleton couldn't be as aggressive as he maybe wanted to.
Sengun in the corner, Tari Eason. Welcome back, Tari Eason.
Well, you see what Tari's been working on, and you know, last season as a rookie, he shot the three ball extremely well.
Sengun spins away from the double team and scores.
That's barbecue chicken. There's no one on the floor tonight that can guard Alperen, so whatever he wants it, he can have it.
Shot put good for Sengun, still perfect, 4-4.
Again, that's the zone beater. Get out front, Sengun to the middle, space out, and let him rip and go.
Russell able to get by Van Fleet, but could not finish. Ball is loose, scooped up by Brooks. Rockets have numbers. Brooks back to Sengun. Green doesn't take the three. Goes back to LP. And now the Rockets, no, he won't reset it. Goes right to work and is 5 for 5 as the Rockets lead is 20.
Good job of Dylan Brooks getting back to stop LeBron in transition.
Some help with Van Fleet. Stripped it away.
Got numbers.
Come up with another turnover, and there goes Green. Turn the corner, got to the cup. 51-29 Houston.
And LeBron's worried about getting calls, and the Rockets are sprinting to the other end. Just like practice, see Wood guarding LP here.
To Green, quick catch, the release, and that time money. Another three for Green after missing the previous one badly. His third triple, already 18 first half points. Hachimura will fade to fire. Rockets out rebounding the Lakers by 8. Sengun into the lane, nifty dribbling, and another score. He cannot be stopped, 6 of 6.
Look at this wall being built against LeBron James.
Now he busted through it.
Yeah, he got the score to go. Good patience there from LeBron, but you know, the Rockets are making him have to work. He's not able in the second half to much better job keeping the Lakers off the free throw line.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at the friendly soft rims here at Toyota Center for Alperen Sengun.
And you call that a shooter's bounce. You have to have a soft touch to see those bounces go in.
Last year, Russell enjoyed his best shooting season of his career as Sengun sweeps to the lane and drops it in for 2.
Rockets blow out the Lakers tonight, 128-94. Stick around.
From the Toyota Center in downtown Houston, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, the streaking 4-3 Rockets roll into their first ever in-season tournament game on this bright red floor, looking for their 5th win in a row as they face the 4-4 New Orleans Pelicans. Van Fleet into Sengun, the little push shot, and he gets it to go. Great to have him on the floor because the Rockets this season have been really, really good when Sengun's been on the floor.
Oh my goodness.
Avoiding Valanciunas with the behind-the-back dribble, and then he capped it off with the dunk.
Well, we're talking about something you don't see every day. That was just nasty, LP. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is your center, ladies and gentlemen, going to town. That is just pretty here with the in-season tournament kicking off at Toyota Center. We'll say this, we're gonna challenge. Oh wow, the one-leg step back, the old man Dirk. That's the one that Dirk shoots now, not when he played for Sengun.
Shot clock winding down. New Orleans defending extremely well. And then Sengun gets it back and scores. Alperen Sengun for his first 5. He's got 8 of the Rockets' 15. Look at Jayshawn Tate, little quick move as he split a double team. Brandon Ingram now the third tell in double digits. Sengun becomes the second Rocket in double figures. He's got 10. Sengun downhill right into the big body of Valanciunas. The run is 11 straight. Van Fleet to Sengun. Didn't take that one late in the second quarter, obviously did there.
Hey!
There we go. How about that ATO? Well, actually, it wasn't ATO.
It wasn't ATO after timeout.
That situation coming out of the timeout, the Rockets execute to perfection. Sengun on Valanciunas with the left hand this time. We don't see that too often. Tate from Sengun to tie it up.
There's a difference in the Rockets this season. They're going to keep on making the right play.
Now they'll go down low to Williamson. There's the help by Sengun. Back inside of Valanciunas, and Sengun stuffs it.
Excellent extra effort there from Sengun. He helped on Zion first and recovered to block Valanciunas.
Sengun gets loose.
I mean, a dime from Fred VanVleet. Just dropped it to Sengun and led him into that dunk.
Sengun to Brooks up top, three ball good.
Boy, do the Rockets need that. Dillon Brooks playing with 5 fouls and taking the challenge here with Brandon Ingram.
Williamson has 24. Gonna ISO on Brooks. Comes baseline, misses the layup.
And Dillon Brooks loves to take the challenge. No one can question his heart.
Van Fleet off to Green from the corner. No good. Sengun took it away from Hawkins and got fouled and made the shot.
Toyota Center loving it. Didn't get the three the traditional way. LP wants it the old-fashioned.
Dillon Brooks,
my goodness.
1 second to go. Get it inbounded. They do to Van Fleet. Back door, and the Rockets survive. Fred VanVleet led the way down the stretch as the Rockets close the game on an 11-3 run and win for the 5th consecutive time. From the Toyota Center in downtown Houston, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, the red-hot 5-3 Rockets wrap up their 7-game homestand, looking for their 6th straight win as they face the 8-1 defending NBA champion Denver Nuggets.
I spoke with Mike Malone before the game, and I tell you one thing, he has nothing but respect for the Houston Rockets, and he said, you know, the last couple of days he's just been letting his team know to come out prepared. This is not the same Rockets that you're used to seeing.
And those shots from the free throw line to about 5 feet away from the rim for Sengun, they're becoming automatic. Sengun the fake into the body of Jokic. How about that?
Yeah, great sign there. Sengun has to be aggressive. Force Jokic to have to guard.
Third straight start for Jackson. Rockets come away with it. Here's Brooks through 2, 4-2. And the foul as the Rockets get the lead. Holiday from Sengun up top trying to get it back. Offensive rebound for Sengun. And there's that little old man one-legged shot. That's the flamingo. Gillespie and Sengun, he measured him up and blocked the shot. He knew exactly what he was doing. He let Gillespie go right by him because he knew he could recover and block the shot.
He did, and Gillespie thinks he has a layup. Villanova guy there, and ends up getting his shot pinned. But we're looking like Alp's just giving no effort. And
no, zero. He just, yeah. But he knew exactly what he was doing there.
He did.
8-2 run for Denver. So guess what? Jokic comes back. Denver starts playing much better. And Sengun, that'll count +1.
Good. And those plays are going to be the ones that will be there all night for Sengun.
Sengun open. They leave him open, and he calmly knocks it down. So, or they give him a 2. Did he have the foot on the line? He did. Oh, that's tough there. Toe on the line for Sengun.
Rockets got to go here.
Yep, playing deep into the shot clock. Sengun. The kick, the extra pass, the corner 3 for Green. Too strong. Offensive rebound, Sengun. They'll go to work here on Jokic. There's the help. The kick, the corner 3 now for VanVleet. Got it.
Don't you remember what we just watched there? That's the patience that we hadn't seen in Houston in a very, very long time.
Jokic on Sengun, whirling hook shot, good. By the way, Tate just came in for Brooks. Alperen runs into a brick wall and still got it to go.
Talk about heart there. Sengun got stood all the way up and great balance to finish. So, hey man, he's going pound for pound with the best player on the planet right now, Nikola Jokic.
Decent, no. Into the lane. Now to Sengun for the baseline.
Gotta go.
Yep, gotta take this shot, and he does, and he makes it. He hit that exact same shot the other night.
I don't want to jinx it, but you know, I don't want to jinx it, but you know what I'm about to say. That one-legger's been really good for Alperen.
Off 1 foot, foul on Jimmy, good.
Again, Alperen has to be aggressive. That's the shot. Jokic is sagging back to help.
Van Fleet into Sengun. In the corner to Green, his three all the way. It's good, Jeff Green! Coming back to bite the hand that once fed him. Huge shot for him. Rockets up by 10. Crowd going crazy. Time out. Denver. Green turns the corner, bounce pass, Alperen. And a foul. 3.6 to go. Missed that one. Jokic from 75, not close, and the winning streak moves on to 6 in a row as the Rockets have knocked off the defending champs. 107-104 from Crypto.com Arena in downtown Los Angeles. Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball last night. After a 3-week stay at home, the 6-3 Rockets, winners of their last 6, hit the road and faced the star-laden yet struggling 3-7 LA Clippers. Sengun barreled his way into the paint over the shoulder, back to Van Fleet. First possession, first touch of it there for Van Fleet off the pass from Sengun, and the Rockets are on the board 3-0. Brooks to Sengun from the elbow, and he's been making those all season long. That's an error ball. Paul George may have gotten hit on the arm. No call, the outlet to Tate. And Kawhi Leonard just said, I don't feel like picking up the foul.
Jason Tate, I mean, he has been, listen, man, a breath of fresh air coming off the bench.
Van Fleet to Sengun, wide open, up top. Got it, butter for Alperen Sengun. George no good. Rebound Smith, Rockets looking for more. Sengun feeling it again. Another mate. Timeout, LA. Oh, look at Sengun. He looked off the entire Clippers team. Green to Sengun. Kawhi Leonard gambled on the steal, did not get there. Van Fleet to Sengun by Zubac, and one.
Boy, did the Rockets need that.
18 minutes left in this one. Back to Sengun.
Oh,
and he
my!
punches it on Tice.
Welcome home. I mean, goodness. Welcome back, Daniel Tice. Oh,
on your head.
Sengun says, my goodness, Daniel Tice, I miss you, big fella. I hadn't seen you in a while. Now let me dunk all over you. And says, I'm going to take matters into my own hands. Mean mugging. Are those muscles? Look at those muscles on LP, man. Daniel Tice, a really good defender.
Sengun, spun him around. Had him chasing shadows there. Didn't know which way he was going to go. Sengun putting on a show again. He's got 20.
The Turkish terror is starting to wake up.
Smith from Sengun. Big time shot by Jabari Smith. His first triple. What a time to get it. Sengun is wide open. Passes up the 3. Drives the lane. And softly drops it down.
Rockets executing. It's their offense coming alive. Playing on both ends.
106-100, the final score from Crypto.com Arena in the middle of downtown Los Angeles. Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, after seeing their win streak end versus the Clippers, the 6-4 Rockets face the 7-6 LA Lakers for the second time this season. Sengun to the rim. That's 2,000 career points for Alperen Sengun.
Wow.
Yeah, you talk about Lakers' motivation here tonight. They got their heads kicked in Houston. Again, one of the biggest wins the Rockets have ever had against the Lakers. They were embarrassed, and they want to show better, especially here at home. 2 to Sengun. Green in rhythm. The 3 is good.
That's what it has to be. Patience through that double team. And you see Jalen Green gets a wide open shot.
Rockets shot it great from 3 against the Lakers in Houston. Did not shoot the 3 well at all outside of Fred VanVleet the other night against the Clippers. And there's Sengun taking it away from Davis.
Again, make Davis score over you. No angles.
Trailing, shooting, and it rims down Jabari Smith Jr. And as good as Anthony Davis has been to start the game, looky there, the Rockets have the lead. A quick outlet. This is what the Lakers want to do. They want to get out, transition, attack the rim. They're so good at that. They're the NBA's best shooting team at the rim, but there were 3 Rockets there to defend Reddish.
That's one of the biggest differences with the Rockets, that just the transition defense. And there goes that shot put. That's the Alperen special, man. I don't know any other player that I've seen consistently take the shot put, push shot.
Off the inbounds, Van Fleet buries the three, so it's first points in addition to a handful of assists already. LeBron, little pocket pass to Davis off of the corner. Prince, as Van Fleet goes sailing by, he misses a three. Again, the Lakers are the worst corner three-point shooting team in the league. And the Rockets defend the corner three better than anyone. Terrific ball movement. Now to Sengun from Holiday. He's wide open. That's automatic for him there.
Sengun's only 20 years old, and I mean, we're seeing the old man basketball at its finest. The one-legger, the push shot.
Sengun put on the brakes, drops it to Smith. Oh, he just did prevent that foot from sliding enough, maybe. Playing Green to his left.
Yeah, LeBron is just helping off the Jay Sean.
Face-up 17-footer, Alperen Sengun. Back to LeBron, into the lane, and another bucket.
And again, with Anthony Davis in the paint, Rockets end up not helping, but you want to make LeBron be a passer. This is a Laker team that can struggle to shoot from outside.
Alperen Sengun at the rim from the mid-range and also from three now. Reddish whirls and misses.
Yeah, you can live with those threes from Reddish and Hachimura. You know, respect them, but you don't have to overreact. Mouse.
There's the help by LeBron, and it was not enough as Tate was still able to bank it in. Jalen Green with some steam in the corner. Smith, nope. Offensive rebound, Sengun. Oh, dropped it back, no look style to Jalen Green. What a pass.
That's the sauce, baby. It's been a while. That's the sauce.
Oh, my goodness. Sengun abused Wood in Houston. The Flamingo for 20. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Even on the road, the rims are friendly to Alperen Sengun. Sengun from Van Fleet hangs in the air, and Sengun scores.
Big boy finish there for Alperen Sengun, but how about Fred? That's the 1-2 punch, just led Alperen to that layup.
Goes to Sengun, leads him in on Davis, gets to the rack.
That is beautiful. I mean, looking like C.J. Stroud there. Fred Van Fleet just leading Alperen for a layup.
Rockets again down two. Sengun, the ball fake, in on Davis, to the rim, layup good.
He's got fouls. He's got to be careful. Good play there from Sengun.
Rockets do have a timeout remaining. They go to Sengun on the block on Hachimura. Gets the quick score. 17.2 to go.
You got a time to try to go for a steal, and if you don't get it, foul.
Van Fleet to Sengun, who has 10 in the quarter. Goes at LeBron. Goes to the rim. Tie! Hit the shot. And the Rockets have tied it at 104. Alperen Sengun just went at the king. Scored the ball. And the Rockets have tied it up with 4 seconds to go. Here we go. Lakers can win it on this possession into LeBron. Caught it, works baseline, goes on the other side, missed it. But there was a foul with 1.9 remaining to give the Lakers the lead.
All right, 1.9.
Rockets can win it here. They're going to need a miracle.
Look for Jabari.
To Brooks. Nope. Got it off in time for the win. Oh, it makes off no good. And the Lakers survive and win it 105-104. From the Chase Center in San Francisco, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball as tonight, following a painful weekend in Los Angeles. The 6-5 Rockets play for the second time in as many nights against the 6-8 Golden State Warriors, who've dropped their last 6. 2 on Brooks, the kick in rhythm. Green, too strong, but the rebound right to Smith.
That's good basketball, though, from Dylan Brooks. He's going to wait for that double team and go.
Tip try off the miss. Looney couldn't hang on to it. Right place, right time for Alperen Sengun, and Steve Kerr will call an early timeout here.
As much as Boban is loved, Dylan is disliked by anybody but Rocket fans.
Sengun down low, gets his own miss, stays with it, and puts it into the hole.
Just padding those points, those rebounds. Moses Malone style there.
Sengun off the post up, sweeping to the lane, gets it to go. He's showing that he can score this right, he can score this left, he can score from the mid-range, he can score from three. He's in his bag. Van Fleet working on Wiggins. Good help by Bogensky, out to Sengun, and he makes the three to beat the shot clock.
That's the Fred Van Fleet effect.
Sengun to a wide open Tate. Gets it right back.
Kayshawn is just absolutely balling here, and started with his energy and effort and knocked down a wide open three. Love that for Tate.
Sengun with a terrific drop step there on Wiggins.
He's been really good in this ball game, continuing his excellent play.
Wiggins just recently drew a foul on Sengun. A little bit of a loose handle, tracked it back down. Shot clock inside of 5. Wiggins still with it. Now circles into the lane. Missed the shot, but it's tapped in by Looney.
Yeah, that's what Kevon Looney does. He just hangs around the rim, and whenever you go to help, he using his timing to get a big rebound.
He had 16 rebounds in their last game against the Thunder, a season high, and that went over the top, and Sengun drops it down.
That was a dime there.
Curry gets an easy one. Oh, no, he does not.
It ain't tricking if you got it.
Wow. He's not going to get an easier shot than that. They dump it down to Sengun.
Again, Alp, you got to milk that connection. He's been money inside here tonight. LeBron shouldn't be able to guard Sengun on the block, maybe anywhere else.
For 3.
He's hot here. Listen, I think his back should be sore for the rest of the season because he's been playing extremely well here tonight.
Intercepted again. Back-to-back turnovers. Brooks hops and drops it in. Nice cut there. Sengun with the assist.
Keep in mind, this is a back-to-back here, so you're getting some rest here for Van Vliet as Dillon Brooks gets that to go. And Jalen, normally you won't see both of those guys off the floor at the same time, and the Bulls raining down, man.
12 on Brooks.
And here's the thing with Chris Paul. There's no Steph, no Clay. Draymond not even eligible to play. He's suspended. Aaron Holiday gets that shot to go. But this is the value of Chris Paul.
Curry cut. Sengun got lost there. They back to Looney. And he two-handed stuffed it away from Looney. Back up 12 go the Warriors.
There you go. Have that urgency.
Did they count that?
No, I don't think so.
Yes, they did.
Oh, wow.
And one for Sengun. I'm a little surprised they gave that a continuation.
I'm confused by what a continuation is and isn't in the NBA.
Van Vliet deflected. Sengun scooped it up, scored.
There you go.
24 for LP. Charlotte short on that one. They're 21 of 41 now from 3 are the Warriors. Van Vliet had a steam back to Sengun, stepping in on Saric, and then using his posterior to kind of get him away from him to score again. Deep 3, Van Vliet. Got it, they got it. You said, yeah, you were right. They had to have it, they did get it. So Curry gets Holiday on the switch. Now to Thompson off the ball pick. And that's a big defensive rebound there, and you got to hurry. You've got to hurry. Smith to Sengun.
There you go. Go quick.
Curry, layup good. So they got a quick 2 there. Down 5. Well, the Rockets will remain winless on the road. Their struggles in California continue, and obviously the Warriors have been a puzzle the Rockets have been unable to solve for years. As the Warriors get their 12th straight over the Rockets, and they end their 6-game losing streak and finally get a win. Welcome back to another NBA in-season tournament game. From the Toyota Center and Houston, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, the 7-6 Rockets face a must-win in-season tournament game as they'll clash for the second time this season with a 10-5 defending NBA champion, Denver Nuggets. Now, Jokic is only shooting 30% from 3. Good extra pass there. Sengun out to a wide-open Van Vliet, who knocks it down. I mentioned he had 26 the last time against Denver. That's a season high. Van Vliet working baseline, back to Sengun. Holiday's had the hot hand. He's open. There you go. Aaron Holiday with an outstanding start. 6 of 35 for Denver. 2 of 12 from 3, and a dunk by Sengun as things continue to get better. And then what? Teed up for hanging on the rim.
That's horrible.
3 ball. Brooks drops his second.
And again, those are the world champs over there, so you cannot let up.
Ooh, that's a monster slam by Sengun.
I guess that's the way you don't let up, right?
A 17-point lead in the NBA here in 2023 ain't big enough.
Craig, those are in-game numbers.
No look, Sengun to Smith, and a good start there by he and Jabari and the Rockets here to begin this third quarter.
Yeah, love to see that. Draw 2, make a pass, and this team willing to share the sugar.
With the steal. Sengun with the drive, and Sengun with the dunk. How about that? Both ends of the floor, Alperen Sengun. The Flamingo. The third quarter is brought to you by Alperen Sengun. But the Rockets' 26-point lead is only 15, and there's a long way to go. And this is not a big enough lead again by any stretch. Sengun on Jokic, Candy. That's beat him off the dribble. Will duck under and score for him. Again, his terrific third quarter continues. A little step back off the one leg and another score for Alperen Sengun. 8 early third quarter points for him. Van Fleet off the pick, drops it to Sengun, out to Smith from the wing line, drive three goes.
That's beautiful basketball. You could tell by the way the ball moved around the perimeter that Jabari was going to knock that shot down, but everything going here.
Deep into the shot clock, batted away.
Gotta go.
You got to take this shot. He does, got it off in time to layup.
Jokic didn't think there was enough time for Alperen to drive, and heads-up play.
No good, long rebound to Sengun. Denver kind of turning up the intensity defensively. The no-look to back up the score and the foul. Sengun to Green again. Sengun will put it up for
Yeah, no, that's what you're supposed to do.
Point differential matters, but the Rockets have beat the Denver Nuggets for the second time in as many tries this season. And again, this one counted, really counted, a must-win game for the Rockets here in group play in the in-season tournament. Welcome to another NBA in-season tournament game. From the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, with the win over the 10-6 Dallas Mavericks, the 8-6 Rockets will win their group and advance to the quarterfinals of the NBA's in-season tournament. And there is the first dirk of the night, the Flamingo there for Alperen Sengun, and your former teammate, by the way, tonight, Ryan Hollins, is actually working TV tonight for the Dallas Mavericks. Green into the lane, denied, gets it back. Fires it up from 18. Offensive rebound to Sengun. The kick to Van Fleet. An open look at it, and the Rockets have the lead. Another bad, lazy pass, and it leads to the block by Sengun. What a recovery. 3.4 on the possession. Sengun into Lively. At time had a step on him, ducked under the arm, and laid it up. He did. 5 on the shot clock. Sengun on the block, working on Lively. Nothing doing there. The dig for Brooks. Offensive rebound. Sengun back to Dillon for the layup.
Again, hard-nosed game. The Rockets waking up with their activity and physicality.
Sengun, and it rolls in. The Rockets avoided touching that on the rim. Van Fleet, Sengun. Green over Luka, tough shot, he made it! A 3, just a second for the Rockets here in this first half.
And double team on Luka, still there.
By Van Fleet, man. We've said this once, we'll say it a million times. His hands are terrific. Into Sengun. Oh, just a little soft shot over the top of Holmes and a big smile on his face.
Old man basketball, old man backyard basketball right there.
Sengun from 15, so a good start for him and the Rockets here in the third quarter. There are several key guys that with 3 fouls. Williams and Lively for the Mavs, 3 for Dillon Brooks. And an easy score back the other way.
There you go, Dillon Brooks not going to back for competing.
And Luka driving, able to bank it up and in. Rockets quickly the other way, though. Sengun spinning into Lively, throws it up, and he gets it to drop.
Good patience there from Sengun, and he got Lively in foul trouble, so Lively couldn't be as physical as he'd like.
Kyrie on the bounce to an open Jones.
Rockets going to play the percentages there.
Van Fleet to Smith for 3. Dances off to Sengun. Behind the back to Smith for the layup.
That's just pretty. Those two, that connection is growing. Legit behind the back when you need it most.
Sengun spins off Lively and scores.
Gotta love it, and he knows Lively's in foul trouble, and it's gonna be a tough matchup for him to chase him around the perimeter.
Sengun again, the quick slip and the slam.
He's going around Lively like he's stuck in quicksand.
Holiday to Van Fleet. Can't get off the 3 over Lively. Holiday, no. Inside to Sengun. Used his body to shield Lively and scored.
Still spent too much time. Rockets got to get up and press up here.
In and out.
Go quick.
Very quick. I think Kyrie kind of did the Rockets a little bit of a favor there. Sengun, the whirl scored, put on the brakes. One possession game.
Gotta get up, gotta
One
foul.
possession game. Tough competitive game here tonight. Dallas, though, they prevail. 121-115. The Rockets 2-2 in group play. From Ball Arena in downtown Denver, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, after being eliminated from the in-season tournament, the 8-7 Rockets return to the hardwood to face the 12-6 defending NBA champion Denver Nuggets for the third time this season. Murray stepping in on Green, missed the shot, and he now has to retie his shoe. He may have hurt his right ankle. Jamal Murray has not come down on the other end of the floor. He's hurt. Green hits the three. He's tying his shoe here. Smith, no good. Sengun with the offensive rebound.
Here's the thing, you don't want to see the Rockets just start settling on the perimeter. There you go.
Pretty move there.
Again, Alpe's got to do his work inside or in the mid-range where he's been extremely effective.
The Rockets have dropped 9 in a row here, which is their longest losing streak in Denver and the all-time series. And the Dirk for Sengun. Eason turned back. Sengun back to him. Over the top of Jordan. That was not easy.
Again, Tari Eason has been playing spectacular basketball.
Man, that has to feel so good to watch your sons have this kind of success. No look by Sengun to Smith, and he lays it up and in. But yeah, what a terrific story. All three of the Holiday brothers in the NBA, and Aaron Holiday, again, a terrific addition to the Rockets this season. Cleared by Porter. Missed the follow. Sengun will run the break. Comes through the middle of the lane and easily scores.
Great patience there from Alpe. Nobody stops the basketball for Denver, and Alpe has to be aggressive here. Can't sit back, and he's been pretty good.
The offensive rebound, and what did they lead to? Kick out threes.
Yeah, those are the best threes to take are off of offensive rebounds.
Right back for Sengun. Again, another one.
There you go. Can't be shy. Alpe stepping in with confidence. You know, we've seen him hesitate on those threes in moments, but stepped in and took it and going pound for pound with the world champs. Tough Rockets there from Alpe.
Rockets wanted a foul on that. Speaking of Jeff Green, Omaha. There was an audible called on the ring ceremony for him here tonight. Sengun with the spin and score. And you know, if there's a night where Jokic shoots, Alperen Sengun flying in there for the two-handed stuff.
There you go. Mike Malone has seen enough.
Here comes Reggie Jackson in for Jamal Murray. Back after 11 games. Again, they started 6-1 with him. They've gone 6-5 without him. They started 8-1 overall, did the Denver Nuggets. Into Sengun for an easy one, so he's got 20. Good look, too, by Jalen Green. Around and out.
Gotta make something happen here if you're the Rockets.
The Rockets 0 for 5 from 3. Off balance, Sengun able to avoid the extra step and the walk and puts it into the hole. Denver ends up throwing up 134 on the scoreboard. And they end up winning by 10 here tonight as the Rockets still searching for their first road win of the season. From Crypto.com Arena in downtown Los Angeles, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, after 2 more off days, the 8-8 Rockets are back at it, this time as they wrap up a 3-game road trip against the 11-9 Los Angeles Lakers. The seal off by Sengun and the score.
Find the mismatch. Alpe had the early seal. He was patient and ducked in at the right time.
Udoka continuing to encourage Jalen to stay aggressive as the Rockets continue to add to their lead. They're up by 8.
Alpe doing a much better job with Anthony Davis holding his ground and make the chair.
Kevin McHale style. Rip the chair out from Davis. Lakers still have the ball. Princeton falls down, finds Russell, who digs it, shoots it, misses it.
Love the defense here, and that's what Coach Udoka has set the bar at.
Sengun into the lane, the Euro step and the little teardrop floater for 2 on Christie.
Name me 5 big men in the NBA that can make the play that Alperen Sengun just made, running full speed, didn't travel.
If you haven't already looked at it, look at the Rockets' schedule over the next 6 weeks. They might play 150 games over the course of that 6-week schedule. So even though the Rockets haven't they played the fewest games in the league up to this point, they're going to make up for it here very, very soon as Holiday knocks down the triple.
Yeah, nice homecoming here for Aaron Holiday, UCLA Bruin, and he's hot, grew up here.
Sengun this time from the wing. You don't see too many wing three-point attempts by Sengun. The vast majority of them at the top of the key. Prince deflected, intended for Davis, tried to dish it there. Sengun with the steal ahead to Green. Green the run out, and Green able to finish.
Ideal possession there. You get a stop and you get an easy bucket, and sometimes when you struggle on offense, go out and play fast.
And that pass poked by Russell, and Green able to track it back down. Sengun wide open, top of the key, 4-3. They needed it, they got it. His second, he's got 12. Rockets within 10. See the Lakers go back to Prince, who's had the hot hand. Prince has struggled in home games this year. This is there. He does shoot about 42% from 3 in his career against the Rockets. Sengun in on Christie, throws it up, bounces in. That time he got it to go.
There you go. And you like Alperen attacking. You don't even mind those misses that he has. He's so dynamic with the basketball. Excellent touch. So the more he shoots the ball, even better.
Reeves blocked, decent. Stuffed it down with those big mitts of his. Tate drops it to Holiday, now to Sengun, in on Vanderbilt, the step through and the finish.
There you go. This is the Alp Houston is used to. He's heating up offensively, been pretty decent on the defensive end too.
Another wing 3, another made for Alperen Sengun. 3 of 6 from downtown. He's got 21. That's what he's averaged against the Lakers this season.
Again, the Rockets want to speed this ball game up, get in transition, and get quick baskets.
Sengun over the help there. They're going to hit him for a body foul on Christie. So a successful challenge there for Rockets acting head coach Ben Sullivan, who guided the Rockets Summer League team to the championship game. Another look at it, and as we saw initially, we thought it was a clean block, and those observations were confirmed. The Rockets again now 0-8 away from Toyota Center, and now below 500 with a record of 8-9 with his 10-point loss to the Lakers, 107-97, as we go back to our studios in Houston. From the Toyota Center in downtown Houston, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball, as tonight the 8-9 Rockets return home, sweet home, where they've won 8 in a row, and that streak will be tested tonight against the 13-6 Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah, the one thing about Oklahoma City, they really share the basketball, and that you fall in, and they've created a culture, and because of that, they've had a lot of early success.
And as good as Holmgren has been, and he's been terrific, this is a matchup that Sengun should win. Holmgren up top, misses, rebound, tipped, and won by Brooks. The outlet to Van Vliet. He'll run the other way. Try to cross up Gilgeous-Alexander. Now finds a diving Sengun. Another block for Holmgren. And then we have what?
Basketball count.
Oh, they're going to call it goaltending.
Yeah,
you ever seen a whistle that late, though, on a goaltending call?
It was very late, but it was the grab of the net. I think Holmgren tried to protect himself, but you can't do that.
Giddey's already with 5 field goal attempts, just 1 for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Green is open. Offensive rebound, Sengun. OKC is not a good rebounding team. Out to the kick out, Jabari Smith, and buries his first shot of the game.
And again, those are the best threes you can get is after offensive rebounds. Why? Because the defense is not set. And you're right, Craig. Fred is a world champion, so he's not going to get sped up. And when you play basketball at the highest levels, it will take multiple passes to break down a good defense.
Jalen Green hunting a lot of early rebounds. He's got 4 of them. Oh, look at the spin move by Sengun, and then the score.
Even better finish. And I mean, impressive that Holmgren still stayed in that play to contest, but Alperen knew he had him.
Van Vliet to Sengun, and it rolls down. That pick and roll game between those two guys is as good as it gets. Down low, Alperen. Couple of moves and an easy one.
And you have to send a message to OKC, get a big player inside. There's no way that you're going to, play me with the small, and Sengun just taking care of business. If Seattle ends up getting an NBA team, that would be fun. I think they just stick with the same logos.
Sengun got him with his forearm. The ball, unfortunately, was out of bounds. It will stay OKC's way. But yeah, Oklahoma City, I could be wrong on this as we take another look at the block. I could be wrong on this. I do believe that when and if an expansion team is back in Seattle, they did retain the rights to the Supersonics name. That was part of the agreement. Sengun, third move, and another score. He's got 13.
Put him in the blender, taking his time.
And one would assume, as they miss another three, that the best three-point shooting team in the league in Oklahoma City will find their way to make more threes in this second half, which means the Rockets are going to have to continue to make threes, as Fred VanVleet did right there. Sengun gets it back, goes baseline, into Brooks. Wasn't quite ready for the pass. That's another goal taken. And this time coming up through the rim to give the Rockets 2 points. Sengun stuffs Giddey where Gilgeous-Alexander's just gone off against the Rockets. I mean, he does have 16. And then Brooks turns him over. Gilgeous-Alexander, here come the Rockets. A little power play here, 5-on-4. And then Williams stonewalls Sengun, finds an open Holiday. He lets it fly, makes the three.
Aaron Holiday is still hot, and Rockets playing with some tempo, pushing pace there. But it all started with Dillon Brooks just harassing Gilgeous-Alexander.
Sengun to Holiday. Good from the corner. Holiday filling it up, his third three.
And Coach Udoka elects to go small.
Inside of Sengun, tough catch, and he finishes. And there was a late whistle, another one, and he'll have an opportunity here for an and one. Again, Sengun, and he's triple teamed. It doesn't make much of a difference. Scores again. He's got 21 timeout Oklahoma City. The trends of this season for the Rockets continue. They're pretty darn good here at home. They've won 9 in a row now at Toyota Center, knocking off one of the best teams in the league this season. From Ball Arena in downtown Denver, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, for the 4th time already this season, the 9-9 Rockets play the 14-8 defending NBA champion Denver Nuggets. That is short. And the Rockets did not have a lot of energy to start the last time they were here. That's why they got blitzed early, gave up 41 points. That will count. So they tried to earn 3 the old-fashioned way. And this time they're going to earn it the hard way. And one there for Alperen Sengun. Weaving through traffic to Sengun, the shot put.
And really good energy again from the Rockets. And I know they didn't get a couple of those early shots to go, but you could tell they're going to be in a good place if they play with this type of energy and focus.
Man, the Rockets are getting a lot of open looks from 3. Nothing going down, and so Sengun decides to take and make the baseline mid-ranger. VanVleet and Jackson get tied up. Play on, they say.
Yeah, Fred just got tackled by Reggie Jackson.
Dillon Brooks, 2 in a row.
He's still hot.
The Rockets are 3-1 when Brooks scores 20+, which frankly was the trend when he was in Memphis. Look at Sengun go! Plus the foul as they turn the corner. Got by Jokic, hit the shot, and now he'll get a bonus free throw.
And here's the thing, Jokic is bigger, but LP is much quicker. Got the angle, caught the big fella ball watching, and went right at the world's best player in Nikola Jokic.
Alperen Sengun back out there, even though Nikola Jokic has not returned for Denver. 2-man game between he and VanVleet. Out to an open Brooks up top, knocks it down. The Rockets have made 4 threes, and Brooks has 3 of them.
Yeah, you need some shooting. Call on Dillon Brooks, man. My goodness. The Rockets really moving the basketball well. Just somebody's got to make shots other than Dillon Brooks.
Why not? Jalen Green. There you go. Right on cue. Green knocks it down. His first 3 off of, as you mentioned, terrific ball move. Yeah, you know, just kind of looking at Denver from afar, it seems like they got a lot of really good dudes on this team, real cohesive, obviously a ton of talent that won the championship. It seems like they got a locker room full of really good people, and Jeff Green's a really good person and fit in very nicely with them the last couple of years. And again, congratulations to him and Denver and getting that championship last year. So Jokic is back in. Sengun goes baseline, worked the baseline, came on the other side, hit another shot. His 3rd opportunity at an and one in this first half. Almost over. Back over the top of the head there to Green, who scores from the short corner. Rockets by 8.
Listen, I played against a young Dillon Brooks and Jamal Murray for the Canadian national team, and they're still talking trash to me today, man.
Actually, Jamal Murray came over to you when we got done recording the Open for the game and mentioned that very fact that he used to took it to you when he was 18 years old.
Yeah, man.
There's another assist, Sengun to Smith.
One of the big keys, pace. Rockets running opportunistically when the plays are there. Got to score. Got to score this. There you go.
He does.
Well, here's the thing with Jokic. You have to guard 3 and 4 efforts from him, and then you got to guard the whole team because he passes so well.
Holiday knocks it down. His brother also just checked into the ball game for the first time. Justin, and the Rockets now up by 10, their biggest lead. Lead was 17. Quietly, the Rockets leading point man. Sengun whirling back to the right hand after working left and hits the hook.
Man, the biggest difference, Alperen is taking it right to Jokic.
Again, second straight night that Jokic has really struggled shooting the ball, even more so tonight than he did against the Clippers. Shot put good, and the Rockets add to their lead.
There you go, man. The shot put and getting the stop on one end.
And for the first time this season, the Rockets are going to win a road game as they defeat the defending NBA champion tonight here in Denver by a final score of 114 to 106. From the Toyota Center in downtown Houston, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, fresh off their first, albeit unorthodox, road win of the season, the 10-9 Rockets look for some revenge against the struggling 3-18 San Antonio Spurs. Sengun into the body of Wembanyama. That time got him knocked inside underneath the rim and was able to score. Van Vliet to Sengun, spun into the double, and then dropped it to Van Vliet. Back to him, razzle-dazzle for two.
Talk about team basketball. That is fun to watch. And go, Fred, what are you doing down there in the paint, man? I'm just timing up my teammates.
Short for Vassell. He's 1 of 6 from 3. Might be the first of 75 who wins this game. Sengun wide open. There you go. His first attempt from deep, and it goes down, breaking the tie. Pistons just extended their losing streak to 20 in a row. Second time in the last couple of years as Sengun works down low on Wembanyama. That time is able to shield the shot blocker and score. Two-man game. Sengun turned back. Out to Tate. Knocks it down. He's 2 for 2, his first 3. Sengun on Collins, spins into the lane, passes it back out to Holiday, and he gets one to go. After missing his first 3 shots of the game, his first 2 threes.
Watch the double team coming.
Sengun in the lane and gets it to go, working against Collins.
That's so good.
Sengun got a piece of that. The outlet, Eason by himself.
Neither of these teams likely going to crack 100 in the modern era.
It take a miracle to get to 100 now.
And there's a three-point line, man. Those were all 2s back in the day.
That one goes for Sengun. So he's got 4 points in the quarter, up to 15 now for the game. Rockets by 11. This is their biggest lead. Rockets in no hurry, nor should they be.
San Antonio really sits in the paint.
Van Vliet with the 3 and the old punctuation mark here. Ultimately, the name of the game is to win, and the Rockets have won again here at Toyota Center. 10 straight here in this building. A 93-82 decision over the San Antonio Spurs. From the FedEx Forum in Memphis, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, the 12-9 Rockets look for their 5th straight win as they begin a 3-game road trip and wrap up a home-and-home with the 6-17 Memphis Grizzlies. Sengun trying to back down, spins baseline. Here comes the help, and he finishes through the help there. A trio of Grizzlies defenders, and there you go, Alperen Sengun, who toe the line here for a chance at a +1.
Wow. Impressive block there from Sengun.
Terrific block, great hustle. Denying Biyombo there at the cut. That tee on Brooks over the top to Sengun for the big-time dunk. That tee on Brooks is a non-unsportsmanlike technical foul, so they will not add up. Green to Sengun into Biyombo. Forced that one in, and this is now resembling the Alperen Sengun we've come to know and love this season. Bang, Sengun with the block. Measured him up. Terrific stuff. blocked by Sengun. Get it out of here. Another one.
And some beautiful blocks here tonight from Alp. Watch Jackson Jr. Wow, you see his defense hits it out of Fred's hand. Wow, I think that might have been
Sengun back in.
There you go.
And they go right to him, and he scores.
That's the Alp we know, right at Jackson Jr.'s chest. Withdraw action here for Alp. See if he can create.
No look to Brooks, cutting reverse layup.
That was a dime. Great patience from Alp. And I don't understand why Memphis is doubling.
That's it. That'll do it. Dylan Brooks gets the win back in Memphis from the Five-Star Forum in the Deer District of downtown Milwaukee. Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, the 13-9 Rockets attempt to win their 6th in a row as they face the surging 18-7 Milwaukee Bucks. Sengun on Lopez, got into the body, spun, whirled, hit the hook against a guy who contests as many shots around the rim as anybody in the league. Green to Sengun. That's his spot. And that's an area that the Rockets should, I think, take advantage of. Again, the double team on the ball. Imagine that's probably going to be a big point of discussion for the Rockets at halftime, how to counter that. And then Van Fleet finds Sengun, and it basically does a tour and drops.
Yeah, and that's the shot right there. May not be a layup, but that little floater, little leaner, mid-range shot, it's open all night here tonight against the Bucks.
Middleton into the lane. Stays with it and is able to put it through, so he now has a half a dozen.
Yeah, it's tough. Giannis takes so much attention that if you drive around him, nobody wants to help.
Green right at Lopez.
And again, that's what it's got to be. You get a chance, get right into the body of Lopez. Don't give him a chance to block it.
Sengun got it.
That's pretty there. And
that's all, again, it's going to be open all night long. Another downhill drive, and Lillard tried to punch it, and that time Sengun said,
I got a little overzealous.
Poked away by Sengun. They attempt to get it down low to Lopez. Jabari. To Green, to Sengun for the slam.
Hey, Alp came out on fire. 2 great possessions defensively, then gets a jam.
Green turns the corner, back to Sengun. That's, again, talked about it quite often in the first half. That's his sweet spot, and that's a shot that he's going to get all night long. Van Fleet to Sengun, to Green for 3. Come on now.
Third quarter, Jalen Green. Go at him. Attack him, Alp. Go right at him.
He does!
Hey! Big boy basketball.
Whirl, hook shot, good.
Yeah. Without Lopez, go to him. Right him.
Rockets had cut a 13-point deficit. They were within 5.
And I love this from the Rockets. I know it's a small thing. When you're down, score the basketball. A lot of teams just hold the ball. No, go score. I like that. Keep fighting to the whistle. Now, you don't need to foul at this point. I get it, but yeah, go score.
But Milwaukee, after they got the double-digit lead, never relinquished, and they go on to win it by a final score of 128 to 119. From Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse in Cleveland, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, the 13-10 Rockets wrap up this 3-game road trip against the 14-12 Cleveland Cavaliers. Sengun picked up the foul, and then Euro stepped to the cup.
Love to see that there from Alp. Just being a basketball player, Allen overextends himself, and Alp isn't shy and takes the layup.
Again, into Allen, point blank, hook shot, no, rebound Smith. Look out.
Like the activity there from the Rockets. Jalen Green was outmatched inside, but Rockets moved on the flight of the pass.
And there's Brooks with his back to the basket. Will step through and score.
I just love that Dylan Brooks. He never lets the defense off the hook, and sometimes they try to hide defenders guarding him, and he took advantage right there. Sengun's got to get lower position. Dean Wade against him. Dean Wade is strong, but he can't guard him.
Finds Green on the skip. Takes Allen off the dribble. Misses the layup. Sengun there, though, with the follow. Bank shot, no. Rebound, Van Fleet, who now has 8 dimes. Has Sengun, make it 9 assists.
That's pretty there from Fred Van Fleet, just pushing the ball with authority and hitting his man Alp.
Down low to Sengun. Bumped and still threw it in.
That's the play. Niang is you cannot get around him, man. He's a wall, but he ain't jumping over a phone ball. Coral's got the start on Van Fleet. He's been rolling.
Baseline drop step, Sengun, no. Sengun, yes, on the second effort.
Love to see it going right at Jared Allen.
Oh, yeah, Mitchell playing the best defense of his career. Allen, for now, stays on the floor. J.B. Bickerstaff thought about it, looked towards his bench, and decided to keep him in the game. Van Fleet, 4-3.
There you go, paying it back to his running mate, Fred Van Fleet, and Sengun on air pass. As soon as Okoro got off, that pass was there.
Allen stays on the floor with 4. Go at him.
There you go. That's the right play. Even though he was in foul trouble, you knew the double teams were coming.
That's the first make for Jabari Smith Jr. tonight. But you got Gary Bird playing for the Birds now.
Need Alperen to get going here.
Goes back to his right and gets it through.
Love that. And Tristan Thompson read the right-hand hook from Sengun, and Alperen's still able to get that shot off.
Van Fleet, deep 2, running no less. Got it to go. Allen playing with 5 fouls. They go right down low to Sengun. A little whirl, goes glass, banks it in.
There you go. Don't be shy. You know he's in foul trouble. Right at him. Great job there from Alperen.
Fred needs some help. Finds it Sengun, but they're playing very deep into the shot clock. Sengun off the dribble, back to wide open. A Fred Van Fleet 3. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Got a ball game here. Hey, Rockets have to get a stop and communicate.
Rockets isolating Sengun here on Allen. Gonna back him down. The kick. Brooks to the dunker spot. Back to Sengun for the dunk.
Talk about team basketball. It touched about 5 Rockets on that possession and then ends up coming right back to Sengun.
Sengun on the block. Into a cutting Eason. Back out to Brooks.
Sengun's got a mismatch. He's got the mismatch. There you go.
Into Sengun, swarmed and fouled with 36.8 to go. Tie game.
So no timeout here. Fred may just keep this and take it himself. Play the little 2-man game with Sengun.
He'll be the inbounder. He goes into Sengun.
We've seen Sengun work here. That big score against LeBron in L.A.
The step back at the horn, almost. Around and out, but we're going to overtime here in Cleveland. Rockets 122, Cavs 122. Brooks pressuring Allen. Comes back out at midcourt to Mitchell, wants him to clear out. Goes back inside the pass intended for Allen. Sengun there with the deflection.
Got a good look here. Can't post up Merrill and go at him.
Sengun spinning, stepping through Allen and getting to the rim.
The one thing you love about that play from Alperen, for one, Coach Udoka gave him the confidence to draw the play up from to end the game. But he went right to the body of Allen, did not shy away.
As I said, the Cavs are pretty good in overtime games. Wide open, Sengun got it. That's his first 3 and a quick one at that. That'll officially do it. Hard-fought battle here tonight between Houston and Cleveland. Let the Cavs prevail and continue their excellence in overtime. 135-130 the final. From the Toyota Center in downtown Houston, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, the 13-11 Rockets begin a home for the holiday stretch with 9 games out of their next 10 right here at Toyota Center, beginning with the 11-15 Atlanta Hawks. From the free throw line, no good for Green. And does Clint Capella still play with the Rockets? Did he touch that, or was it Sengun?
I think it was Alperen that ended up hitting that in.
Van Fleet off the Sengun pick into the lane. Wrap around back to him. Bank shot good.
That's the game behind the scenes. Notice how Fred drew Clint Capella before giving it back to Alperen. He just had to trust that Sengun would be there, and he was.
Capella, a career 54%er at the line. Sengun will back in on him. There's some baseline help. And then Jabari Smith Jr. realized that Bay was coming over the double team, stepped into that void, got the pass and scored. Neither one of these teams are all that great finishing at the rim. Again, you can get there against Atlanta, so hopefully the Rockets can capitalize. Back cut, and then Sengun with the block.
Nearly Sengun's second foul, but ends up getting a good block there.
Van Fleet drops it back to Sengun. The Euro step right by Okongwu for 2. That was nice.
Atlanta gets much better defensively with the 2 bigs, but now you should be able to help big for big, and that spacing shouldn't be as bad.
Sengun didn't catch it cleanly, but still scored it cleanly.
There you go, Van Vliet to Sengun. That's starting to heat up. Need more of it if the Rockets are going to get back in this ball game.
Just like that, Atlanta back up 16 with that Three-point play, Sengun deep post positioning, and now it's a steady dose and diet of Alperen Sengun.
So let's see if the Rockets can get another one here.
Green off the offensive rebound, his first three.
Again, those offensive rebounds are the best time to shoot threes.
Off 1 foot, Alperen Sengun.
Just about every rim protector in the league is going to give up that flamingo, as you call it, Craig.
Sengun puts on the brakes. Murray averaging 20 a game for Atlanta. Whirling is Sengun off 1 foot. The step back bounces in. Front rim, back rim, and through.
That was pretty. Leaning fadeaway shot.
Atlanta 7 and 8 though in his first 15 of them. This is a team just 11 of 15 on the year. Smith for three. How about the game tonight for Jabari Smith Jr. Third three, 27 and counting.
Here's what's tough. The Rockets hit these spells where they cannot score the basketball.
Dylan Brooks, he's been on the bench a long while after picking up fouls 3 and 4. Crazy night tonight here at Toyota Center. I mean, wild night, roller coaster ride, and Trae Young and company prevail here. The hugs between he and Fred VanVleet. The Hawks get the victory, and the Rockets see their 11-game winning streak here at Toyota Center come to a close, 134-127. From the Toyota Center in the heart of America's Space City, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, the 13-12 Rockets aim to snap a 3-game losing streak as they face the undermanned 16-11 Dallas Mavericks.
If you're Alperen Sengun, you have to take this personal. There's no 7-footer, no post player on the floor to guard you.
And it's going to be the burly Williams defending it. Oh, he's spun by him, slipped by the secondary defender, and he starts it off oh so nice here tonight for the Houston Rockets.
That was just nasty footwork there. Look at Alp. He spins off Grant Williams, who's a force, and then just sidestepping Hardy there. That was a nice, beautiful move here from Alp, and it's the second move. A lot of guys normally go up on the strong side for the Academy Sports and Outdoor Super Mode replay. And Dallas going to try to rely on their defense here.
Yeah, that's not going to work against Sengun. That will count plus the foul. As you look at the Hall of Famer Jason Kidd. I remember he came in the league, he could not shoot threes, but by the time his career was over, he was lethal.
The record books for threes, some of the most makes.
Sengun with the monster put back off the miss by Jalen Green.
And there you go, follow right in behind those layups. And if you draw two, those are easy putback dunks. And great job there from Alp.
The Mavs keep shooting, but they're not making. Now 2 of 15. Through the middle of the lane, another slam.
You see the hands from Alperen Sengun. You can't throw that pass to a normal big man.
17 consecutive misses from 3 for the Mavs. 10 away. Sengun spin move, the drop step, and the reverse layup.
That was pretty. Wasted no time.
If you're at a future game, the Rockets have 7 of them coming up here.
Yes.
After they play in New Orleans tomorrow night, head to the team shop, get a mug if they're still there, maybe a jersey. Especially these H-Town jerseys and some Dunkstronaut gear. Sengun offensive rebound. But look at that.
Wow. I don't know if that slipped out of his hands,
No, I think he meant. And that,
did he?
I think he meant to do that. Holiday, quarter 3, right back at you.
Again, excellent ball movement there from the Rockets. Don't hesitate. You overhelp on Sengun, and that ball on air on time, hitting Holiday.
Sengun working on a first half double-double. That was rebound number 9. He's open. There's the 3. Got it. Back to back. His first. VanVleet to Sengun over the shoulder to Brooks.
That was pretty, avoiding the charge, and Sengun, that's like clockwork. He can feel the weak side coming over.
Prosper. Sengun, rookie, there's the help, the kick, Brooks, yeah.
Small thing, I love that play from Alp.
Williams is fronting Sengun. Got to shoot the ball here. He does. And everything going down for the Rockets now. Like literally everything. So great night for Sengun. Bobby, the only guy not to play here tonight for the Rockets. And an easy victory against a very undermanned Mavericks team. From the Smoothie King Center in New Orleans, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, the 14-12 Rockets go for two games in as many nights, 2 wins in a row, and 2 wins in 2 tries versus the 17-12 New Orleans Pelicans. And then Williamson kicks it off his own leg, picked up by Green, does not have numbers, and goes right at Ingram, misses, but the Rockets get the offensive rebound, and on that second effort, Sengun's able to put it in.
And again, we talked about pace. When those opportunities come around, push the basketball, get those easy opportunities.
Brooks back to Sengun. Doesn't take the slot 3, comes into the lane, Euro steps on Valanciunas and scores.
And it's the second time we've seen that. That is just a pretty move. I mean, for a guy his size to avoid guards in the lane, unbelievable from Alperen.
Green to Sengun. From the foul line off 1 foot, and the soft touch here on the road.
That's a shot just about every center is going to give Alperen.
Sengun baseline, foul, count it. 1 free throw to come.
This is a key matchup here in tonight's ball game. Outside of Valanciunas, there's no one to guard Sengun.
Wide open is Sengun, fakes the 3, falls down, finds Van Fleet, got it, back-to-back triples for the Rockets.
We talked about chemistry. Alperen knew where Fred was going to be when he made that play.
Van Fleet back to Sengun, the shot put, and it rolls through.
Talk about touch, right?
Here's the thing, the Rockets did a great job just forcing those contested threes, not overreacting, but when on the road, you don't want to just rely on misses.
And there's Jabari Smith Jr. getting a 3 right back. He is now 3 of 4 from downtown. Smith turned back on that curl, now to Sengun on Robinson.
Gotta play through Sengun and be ready to shoot.
Back to Smith, the 3, got it to go! All of a sudden, the Rockets, who could not make, they cannot miss now for 3. It's tied up at 62.
Got to give a lot of value to his father. Just, you know, he's saying the right things to Jabari, man.
Brings the ball up the floor, too, to initiate the offense.
All right, gotta be ready to shoot. The double team should come.
And that one, easy work down low for Sengun.
And that's what you do. Double team doesn't fully commit. That was C.J. McCollum on the baseline, and Sengun just goes to town. The Rockets going to play through Sengun.
Yep. There's the double. Oh, what a play. What an outstanding play along the baseline by Alperen Sengun. The footwork was just superb.
That's just nasty. Again, a lazy double team from the Pelicans.
See the Rockets continue to play through Sengun.
You have to at this point.
Just beyond the 3-point line instead of on the low block. Brooks loses Zion, gets turned back, now to Sengun, shot clock, you have to, he does, and he makes the 3.
He's hot, just make sure he touches the ball. Right now, he is hot. He's got to go here, 4 seconds.
Back to Van Fleet, deep 2, yes sir.
Good basketball, both guys stuck with Sengun and got Fred wide open.
Sengun the skip. Brooks the drive, back to Sengun for the dunk.
That's just good basketball, and call the ball finding your energy. The ball found Sengun's energy. He made the right play, and it ends up coming right back to him.
So another chance for the Rockets to get the lead back here. Sengun this time spinning, going glass, and the Rockets do have the lead, a career high 34 for Sengun.
He might have a 40 ball if it keeps going, but he is hot tonight. New Orleans might not get a shot or the ball in.
Oh, they do, and they get the dunk.
All right, got to go and meet the pass. Trying to get it to Fred Van Fleet. There you go.
He's trapped. Now to Smith. Touchdown pass, Sengun. Merry Christmas to all, and to New Orleans, a good night. Do not foul. 1.6 into Van Fleet, and that'll do it. Terrific win tonight here on the road for the Rockets against a really good New Orleans team. From the Toyota Center in Houston, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, the 15-12 Rockets begin another 7-game homestand as they face the high-octane 14-14 Indiana Pacers. Another Dunksternaut night tonight here at Toyota Center. Van Fleet to Sengun for the stuff, and the Rockets strike first. The Rockets are 4-0 this season on the Dunksternaut home court. Their average margin of victory in those games over 22 points per. He is still one of the NBA's best shot blockers. Miles Turner averaging over 2 a game, and he misses at the foul line. Rockets will push. Van Fleet back to the trailing Smith. Passed up the 3, comes into the lane, outstretches, misses the layup. It's tipped though back to him by Sengun.
I don't know if Jabari realized how open he was.
From the three-point line?
Yeah, from the three-point line. As well as he's shooting, he's got to take those shots.
Sengun just blew right by Turner, missed the shot as he went baseline, but got his own miss.
Yes, need to see that.
Alperen is really teachable and wants to get better.
His improvement on defense this season is remarkable. We all knew how great of an offensive talent he's been, but defensively, his improvement this year has been fantastic to watch. Again, he's working on a great shot blocker, and Turner stood his ground, and that time Sengun was able to get that little flip over the top.
That's right.
And now most of the Rockets starters are back in, and a little back to the basket, spin move and score for Brooks. Brooks with the deflection, another turnover by the Pacers. Van Fleet in the open floor, back to Sengun, the Euro step and score.
Listen, you would not trust any other big man in that situation, but Fred puts it on the platter for Alperen. And I mean, talk about pretty footwork, man.
No, that's just easy right there.
And that's because Sengun put pressure, posting and leaning on guys. That something we didn't see last year, that he's getting those quick spin-offs. There's no way. Oh, goodness.
And Halliburton answers.
Yeah, Rockets really need to pick up Halliburton. And I'm sure every team is saying that, but that's why teams are, he is getting double teamed and trapped and blitzed because he is that guy for Indiana.
That time Sengun with the step on Jackson. Ends what that was, a 14-2 start for the Pacers. Halliburton right by Van Fleet into the lane. I think that was supposed to be a pass to Jackson. He wasn't ready for it. And I looked at Halliburton's reaction. It was supposed to be a pass. Smith just ripped it from Sengun, who stuck with the play, got it to go down plus the foul. Van Fleet. Off the bounce for Sengun, hung on the rim, toilet bowl through.
He's in one of those zones. Well, the one thing that teams will do.
Smith with the block. Oh, I thought there was no way he would get there, but boy, did he ever.
Bart does a great job blocking shots out of area, which means he'll come from a whole other side of the court and get those blocks.
There you go, reward the guy who just had a great defensive play. 7-0 start for the Rockets here to begin this fourth quarter. Van Fleet with the left hand, missed it, tapped up and in by Alperen Sengun.
Hats off to Alperen. He never died on that play.
Sengun behind the back, gets it back, finds Eason by himself.
Alperen is unbelievable, man. Get that boy the all-star nod. He is hooping.
You get outshot and outscored this much from the three-point line. They're blowouts. I can't believe the Rockets are only down 6. Sengun got it back. Stepping back from the free throw line, gets it to go down.
He's in one of those zones, man. Wedge roll action here for Alperen. Going to turn it into a pick.
Sets the screen, gets it back, comes in on Turner, gets right to the rim.
Feed the beast. He's on one right now. Feed the beast.
The Pacers come into Toyota Center and beat the Rockets here tonight. 123 to 117. From the Toyota Center in downtown Houston, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, following last night's loss to the Pacers, the 15-13 Rockets hop back on their horse as they face the 14-15 Phoenix Suns, who've dropped 3 in a row. The Suns making some moves and a slam dunk from Durant to Nurkic.
Yeah, Nurkic definitely an upgrade on the offensive end from Aiden as far as catching and finishing, but defensively, you can attack him in the pick and roll.
Sengun goes at him. I don't know how he had much of an angle there, but he got the shot up and in.
Sengun, he's almost falling over, and just before he's out of bounds, just creeps the ball past Nurkic. Just a pretty drive there.
There's a lot of cartilage, I think, in Sengun's body. That's why he's so flexible.
Oh, great for longevity.
And there's another one.
Again, man, he is so confident.
Van Fleet off the pick, and the elbow J goes down.
There you go. The better that Fred's offense is, and you have to step up.
Sengun works baseline, draws a triple team, works around that triple team and scores.
All right, let's just call it what it is. It's inexcusable if he doesn't touch the basketball just about every time down.
Sengun. He runs it up and in. That's 9 for him.
Again, keep playing through him.
Sengun on Azubuike.
He's still hot. Watching how he got into the body of Azubuike.
Allen to Nurkic. The setup dribble caused the defense to collapse, try to skip it across to Allen, and Tate was there to pick it off, and Jabari Smith is hurt. Not joining the Rockets on this end of the floor as Sengun scores.
There you go, but that's the Rockets defense scrambling, hustling.
Van Fleet to Sengun, the world, the step back, and the make. Good stuff there by Alperen Sengun.
Keep milking him. He's been the best player for the Rockets.
How about the Grizzlies undefeated?
Hey!
Oh my goodness! Sengun with a monster dunk.
Grayson Allen just handed the ball to Sengun.
Suns play at a slower pace like the Rockets do. Don't necessarily look to get out much in transition. Misses there, does Booker.
Great defense there from Aaron Holiday.
Sengun, 4-3.
He's starting to heat up.
22 for Alp. Again, Phoenix wins this easily, 129-113 as we hand it here to Julia, Calvin, and Gerald. From the Toyota Center in downtown Houston, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, the 15-14 Rockets play for the final time in 2023 against the 21-9 Philadelphia 76ers. Rockets again have lost 3 of their last 4 here at Toyota Center after the 11-game winning streak. First shot of the game, a moonball 3 by Van Fleet, and it goes. That's a good sign because, as I just mentioned, he has kind of been struggling for the Rockets over the last 4 games offensively.
But one of the big keys where the Rockets have to improve, when Sengun gets double teamed, they have to make teams pay.
There's the double team, there's the kick, and the Rockets make them pay.
And that's what you need more of.
Maxey off the inbound, quick release, overshot the rim.
And again, you can really key in on Maxey.
Sengun clipped, it'll count, he'll get 1.
Probably the last guy on the floor that Nick Nurse wanted to leave.
Sengun had it stolen away. Can he get it back? He can. And then scores.
That was a pretty move from Alp. He just shielded off Tobias Harris and threw the ball up. Wow.
Sengun catches the ball in the paint. There is a crowd there with him. That time the shot put goes through. Van Fleet to Sengun.
That's pretty. Sure-handed finishes from Alperen Sengun. That's why Fred keeps going to him.
Sengun, the catch, the double, the drop-off, and Uncle Jeff with the hoop and arm.
That was pretty. You talk about the double coming for Sengun. Uncle Jeff knows exactly what to do. He cuts.
Now, what I will say, and we've been mentioning this here as of late, the Rockets' defense has not been what it used to be. As Green misses that, Sengun rips down the offensive rebound and goes back up and in with it for 2 because of the Rockets' recent defensive struggles as Reed gets to go. They're now 4th in the league in defensive rating, and now number 2 are these Philadelphia 76ers. They held Orlando last time out to just 92. The Rockets already have 67. Another find by Fleet to Sengun for the easy one. That's a baker's dozen for Alp and another assist.
Old man basketball. That's old man driveway basketball right there with the push shot. Didn't even jump.
Nice cut to find the reverse 2 for Green. Rockets really moving well here offensively. And then Green that time pressured by Oubre, nearly turned over. Sengun scoops it up. Shot clock about to go off. Somebody shoot it. Sengun does and beats the horn.
Guys, just make the game simple. Get the ball to outspeed as early as possible.
Deflected by Uncle Jeff, picked up by Tate. 6 triples for Van Fleet. 23 points. They needed this. Sengun!
I'm so impressed with him, Craig. I mean, just the efficiency that Alperen is playing with.
Oh, the ball fake, and then the drive, and then the stuff.
That's just pretty. Get the ball in his hands, and good things are happening. You ready for the double team?
Back to him. 5 on the shot clock. Stepping through. It's the Sengun show.
Ride the wave. Keep getting him the basketball. Fred VanVleet knew it, called wedge roll.
The Rockets, who defend the 3-point line better than anybody in the league. That's been one of the problems why their defense has slipped here recently, as teams are making a lot of threes against them. VanVleet from the corner, 7 of them now. Stepping back is Harris, hesitating on the 3. Goes to work again on Green. Now to Morris over Sengun. He blocked the 3.
What hasn't he done in this ball game? Look at Alp. So Sengun's going to get double teamed, okay? You see that there's no big on the floor anymore.
Finds Green. Big shot, big make.
The trust from Sengun.
Into Sengun.
Oh,
Spinning,
my
scoring, and
goodness.
got fouled. That was a thing of beauty.
Oh my. Oh. No, he didn't. Oh, my goodness. Gets a dancing suit. Spins off. Morris didn't know where he was. And one with the top finish.
Green into the paint. Back to Sengun. The one patience for the dunk.
Pretty basketball there. You see the maturity from Jalen Green. He's getting more and more comfortable, looking like himself.
Sengun to Van Fleet. Leans in. Got it off. Oh, he hit it! It's a two, but he made it!
Talk about needing a big shot from Fred Van Fleet. He is the guy. He turns into a different animal in the clutch time. But if you're Tar, you're a cutter. Cut through. Open up the spacing.
118. There's the double, the wraparound. Oh, and on the other side, after a nice little setup dribble for Jayshawn Tate. Van Fleet got to get the ball in, got to get it in. Ooh, it was close to Jalen Green. Comes around the Landale screen. Tries to get free, gets doubled, goes into Landale, and he misses the layup. That's not what the Rockets wanted. Morris, who's been huge for them down the stretch, secures the rebound, and the Sixers are going to come out of this ball game with a win. Too many points on the board for the Rockets to be successful. They just don't win when they allow this many points. Lost to the Hawks, gave up 134. Lost to the Pacers, gave up 123. Lost to the Suns, gave up 129, and now lose tonight to the Sixers. The Rockets, who going into the stretch with the second best defense in the league, they just gave up a $131 and got beat by a lot of former guys who were once members of this franchise. From the Toyota Center in Houston, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, with a new year upon us, the slumping 15-15 Rockets look to break back into the win column as they host the 3-29 Detroit Pistons, who just snapped an historic 28-game losing streak. Good to have Jabari back, huh? Just right back at it at the ankle sprain. That's a good sign. And he'll take the first shot, and he makes it.
How good is it to be young, man? Just starts up where he left off with fine playing.
It's going to be interesting to see how they react here tonight as Sengun knocks it down from the elbow. Of course, there was a lot of pressure and continued and added pressure that built after each and every single loss. But now that that pressure has been relieved, we'll see how the Pistons perform here. So the Rockets with a 5-4 lead here in the middle of this second 7-game homestand of the season. There you go. Jalen Green now 12 threes and counting in the last 2 plus.
Jalen Duren has a strength advantage over just about anybody he plays against.
Sengun goes baseline, drops it into Tate, slips through 2-4-2.
And that's the play you want to see. Alperen has great vision, so even when he's late in his moves, he's looking to make those extra passes.
And there's Asar and there's Amen. Yeah, those two guys, they could have swapped. They could have swapped uniforms here tonight. Nobody would know the difference.
No, not until they dribbled their shot. Yeah,
and then we're like, okay, they don't even know the play.
So for those at home who want to know the difference, Asher is more of a spot-up shooter, defender, rebounder.
So 1 for 2 for Bogdanovich at the line. He missed the first 19 games of the season for them. A team desperate for shooting with a calf strain. It did have its best scoring numbers last year with the Pistons with his career at almost 22 a game. Trying to just kind of get back to the flow. Here's Van Fleet up top. And Van Fleet, who had been struggling going into that last game against the Sixers, busted out himself. It's been a quiet offensive game for Sengun.
Because Duren is a wall. It is hard to score through him, and you're not going to move him. Great job there of Alperen getting low position before he took the shot.
The Rockets, since winning 11 in a row, here at Toyota Center, have lost 4 of 5. They've lost 3 straight overall in 6 of their last 8. I guess considering they've struggled here a little bit lately, is Sengun drops it down off the mishandle there by Green. Bogdanovich just lost it.
And that's the reason why you don't need to overreact to Detroit. Allow them to make their own mistakes.
And Fleet, that'll count, plus the foul as Sengun has lived at the line here to begin this second half. Knox, one of those players on this Pistons roster that they've taken some chances on, as Sengun going to work now as this team is back up 10. We'll see if they continue to go to Sengun, because he's dominated the first 4 minutes for the Rockets here in this third quarter. Sets the screen for Van Fleet. Right back to him, takes it to the foul line. Draws a crowd, steps back, high looping shot, another make for Alperen Sengun. 17 now for him, 11 in the quarter in less than 4.5 minutes. It's been an off night for Cunningham. 0 for 5 now from 3, that was not close. Rockets have matched their biggest lead. Look at that low give and go on the other side. Jalen Green, Sengun the dime, doing everything.
The thing is, the Rockets played the mental game, and you saw how Pete didn't have it going on the block versus Duran, and Fred said, don't worry, we'll make him have to move his feet, and then he had the quick foul trouble.
Van Fleet, 4-3.
That is just beautiful basketball.
Ivy. And again, he's seen his minutes and his role kind of morph and change back and forth as the season has gone along. Sengun doing everything. Easton was in the corner. He found them. He knocked down the 3. So Alperen was like, all right, I've scored my points. Let me get some helpers out to my teammates.
Wedge roll action for Sengun. And again, Wiseman a lot slighter of frame.
Oh, count it.
He's hot.
Look at him.
He's waving his hand. He's saying, I'm hot right now.
He's flammable.
Yeah, but here's the thing. He can get into the body of Wiseman, and now he's comfortable. And, I mean, when you're closing your eyes, you're throwing it away, fading away, you are just heating up here. And this second half has been fun to watch.
Thompson back in, now to Sengun.
Look at him. He's trying to get the twin a bucket. That's just good basketball. That's good basketball, man.
The Rockets are absolutely rolling because everything is going through Alperen Sengun.
He's at it again. Look at him. This is the delay action.
Right back to him. Incredible. Unbelievable stuff here in this third quarter. Big smile on his face. He is absolutely dominating. Oh, look at that.
Wow.
That's the foul. The Wizard of Garrison doing work again. What a quarter for him. The Rockets led 59-55 at halftime, and then Alperen Sengun and Jalen Green went off in the third quarter, and the Rockets ultimately built their lead to as much as 33 in this second half and rolled tonight to a 136-113 win, snapping their 3-game losing streak. From the Toyota Center in downtown Houston, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, the 16-15 Rockets meet the struggling 15-19 Brooklyn Nets, who lost 9 of their last 11. Out the perimeter now defending Van Fleet. Sengun, back to him. Quick release, and the Rockets are on the board.
That's just fun to watch. You know, neither Fred nor Alp rushed during that possession, and they knew exactly what they wanted, and just fun to see.
Joe Smith weaving through traffic to Sengun. So we've got to shoot it. Green does a 3. Yep.
Again, it is fun to watch.
Sengun's being fronted. Van Fleet throws it over to the baseline. He gets doubled. Oh, it just worked by that for the easy 2. Just spun around 2 defenders as if they weren't even there. So easy again. Just took his time to exactly what he wanted to do with it. Went for a couple of fakes, see if the defender was going to go for it. He didn't, so he just settled for the old patented flamingo there and knocked it down.
John Vaughn there, John Muir, Mustang legend out of Pasadena. We went to the same high school, Craig. Didn't know if you knew that. Pasadena legend, man, but talked to him about Ime before the game.
So how did he get away from UCLA? Went to Kansas, Sengun.
That's a good question.
Van Fleet off the Sengun pick into the lane, bounces it to him. And then hits the little baby hook over Claxton, avoiding the shot blocker.
He's getting so much more confident in his touch.
You know what, man? I'm really loving this team right now. I really like the way they're playing together. I think Coach Udoka doesn't get enough credit for, you know, the system that he brought to the table, but not only the system, just the defensive mentality culture. You know, I feel like there's a lot of toughness that this team brings this year.
So you mentioned it was the end of your second 10-day. Did you end up signing for the rest of the season?
I did.
Okay,
I did.
Okay,
I ended up signing for the rest of the season, and it was good. It was a good season. It was actually lockout season, so it was weird.
The other night against Detroit, the Rockets were rather pedestrian in the first half, and then this was the quarter where they blew things open. We'll see if history can repeat itself. And it does with a drive and score for Sengun, who had 20 in 5 dimes in that third quarter against Detroit. And another one for Sengun. So they went through him the entire third quarter against Detroit. They started doing it again here in the third quarter against Brooklyn. And in the last 2 games, he has yet to miss a shot in the third quarter. Now 8 of 8. Sengun. And that time it was sharp defending, and he couldn't defend him. Sengun scored 22 and counting, 8 straight for Houston. The restricted circle that's underneath the basket, that line, that area, Sengun gets it to go plus the foul. Extends up into perpetuity from the free throw line.
Again, when you rub off of Sengun, the defense doesn't want to leave him. So those are open shots that Fred's been getting all season.
Good find, open Tate. Knocks it down. His second of the game.
Yeah, I love when Jayshon shoots the ball well, and those are looks he's going to get. He's such a strong driver.
Saw that starting lineup for the Nets. Sengun rolls and scores, included. That's 30 for down for Sengun. You included your guy Jordan Form, all right? UCLA guy?
Yeah.
Back-to-back wins here at Toyota Center. Rockets stay unbeaten in 2024. Now 17 and 15 on the season.
And welcome into H-Town. If it feels like every game is a big one, it's because they are. We've got the upstart Rockets dominant at home this season, taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Gobert going at Sengun, throws it down.
Yeah, Alperen Sengun does a nice job of getting steals defensively, but he's not a shot blocker. Rico right over the top of him.
Great low post position. There's that short hook from Sengun that's almost automatic.
It's a little floater that he shoots, barely jumps off the ground, but like you watch him game after game, he knocks that shot down with regularity.
Oh, beautiful spin. Sengun bucket in the foul. And one opportunity for the third-year player out of Turkey.
Talk about Fred VanVleet. You know, he had 8 3-pointers made against Philly back on the 29th. And had a 6 3-point make night the last game against Brooklyn. Sengun knocks down the set shot again.
Great activity both ways early. Sengun, there's that spin, brought it back, and put it off the window.
He's so good at countering. Anthony Edwards at number 6 so far in fan voting. That needs to go up. I mean, he should be ahead of James Harden and Kyrie Irving. Kyrie's been injured and Kyrie's been fine, but Anthony Edwards is an all-star this year so far. So is this guy.
Just inside the free throw line. Sengun, 11 points in this opening quarter. McDaniels.
He's one of the best 8-foot shooters we have on this team.
That was the slowest drive, rise, and dunk I've seen.
He and Kyle Anderson have a lot in common in terms of their overall speed to the rim. Sengun gets that one to go.
Conley missing. And Smith coming out of there with it. So we'll stay an extra night here. We'll stay an extra night in Dallas after that game. So good opportunities to get some extra rest as Smith knocks it down. That should be a delay of game. Sengun going at Gobert, laying it in. Impressive showing by Minnesota. Dominant throughout, especially in the second half. A 122-95 victory.
From the Toyota Center in downtown Houston, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. And tonight, the 17 and 16 Rockets play the finale of this 7-game homestand, looking to salvage a split with the 25 and 10 Milwaukee Bucks.
That's the shot. That right there. Get Lopez off of Sengun. That's the play. Watch how deep Lopez. Craig, he's in the paint.
Sengun on Giannis, now backing him down. Still working. Now with the left hand. Hey, gets that one to bounce in.
I don't think Giannis can guard Alperen.
VanVleet to Sengun. The shot put. Good.
That is the money right there. Pull Lopez away from the rim. Jeff Green's one of the elite defenders in the NBA. I mean, I knew Jeff was good on defense, but it's almost like he's gotten even better.
VanVleet back to Sengun. Right back to him. 2-man game from the elbow. And the Rockets have their biggest lead of the game.
That's the money. Lopez is not coming out. Keep milking the pick and roll. Big key to this ball game. Look at Lopez. Watch how deep he is.
VanVleet to Sengun. Goes glass.
That's sweet. That is a sweet shot. Not an easy one to shoot. Alpe's been working on that.
Turnover Milwaukee. They're fifth. The Rockets only have 2 turnovers. That's it. Now the Bucks don't force a whole lot of turnovers. Sengun, again, unorthodox, but it counts. Now you got Sengun on Lillard. And he passes up to Holiday, who makes another 3. His 3rd of the game, so much for that shooting slump for Aaron Holiday. He's back. Back to a 10-point game. Right to the rim goes Sengun. That time, low man wins, right?
Former Defensive Player of the Year. Go ahead. That's barbecue chicken for Sengun.
18 for Alpe, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Sengun rolling through the lane on the other side.
After he finished, he learned, I'm not going over Lopez. I got to go around him.
Sengun behind the back to Smith. The corner tray. What a pass. What a timely shot.
Play of the game right there. Lopez finally gets up, so Fred makes the pass.
112, 108. Your final score. Jeff Green was awesome tonight. From Kaseya Center in Miami, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. That's tonight, the 18-16 Rockets, fresh off a 7-game homestand, tip off a 6-game road trip against the 20-15 Miami Heat. Duncan Robinson relocates. He's in, and he knocks down the 3.
That's something you don't want to see. Duncan Robinson is a 6'8" sharp shooter.
And his three-point shooting had been trending down the last couple of years, but it's trended right back up this season at 43%.
Got to have a healthy respect for him.
Deep 3, Van Vliet buries it.
There you go. The Rockets are starting to wake up, but you want to see Sengun get on the board offensively.
They allow only about 26 attempts per game at the rim. You know the one team that allows fewer? Chicago. The Rockets will see them on Wednesday. Van Vliet bombs in another 3, though.
Fred keeping the Rockets afloat with the 3-ball, but Alpe has to establish himself on that block.
Craig and Ryan, you might remember back in 2019, Fred Jr. got some national attention. He was born between games 3 and 4 of the conference finals, and Fred went on an absolute tear. So congrats to little Fred on beginning his career. How adorable is that?
Oh my gosh, is that kid cute? And he can hoop. I tell you what, Fred Sr. shooting it like his son, Sengun, as the Rockets got it ahead quickly.
That's exactly what you do against full court pressure, and that's what Spo wants to do. They're small, so they're going to try to turn you over.
Tate down low, double teamed. Again, Bam had to come out with his 3rd. Sengun, 4-3.
There you go. And here's the thing. The Heat are really hanging with Sengun. That's why Fred's open for those 3s. Jalen's open.
And Green to Sengun, another layup.
Right now, Spo's trying to do everything he can to keep the Rockets out the paint.
From Sengun, Green, ooh, halfway down, popped out. Tough luck, Tate tapped it to Sengun.
And that's how the Rockets are going to win this ball game, with their activity. I wouldn't rely on trying to match 3-pointers with the Heat.
The Rockets are down 11. They fought their way back from an earlier 9-point deficit. That's blocked, but that's a goaltend on Jovic.
There you go. Kevin Love doesn't have a chance. Okay, in this league right now to guard Sengun. He's gonna try to foul him if he can.
That time the lob was broken up. Van Vliet to Holiday. Comes back out to Van Vliet. Looking for Sengun. Comes out, sets the high screen. Van Vliet comes off of it, comes up firing, misses. Sengun the rebound and a quick putback.
There you go. Go get it off the glass, big fella. And from Sengun, don't complain about not getting the ball. Go do exactly what he just did there.
And from the left block, the little push shot for Sengun. He's got 17, working on a double-double. Spinning baseline Sengun for the dunk.
That was pretty. Alpe waited until there was no help there for the Heat, and
which has
off.
been rare. I mean, they've been sending a lot of help. And Sengun now with 22. As they dribble it out, and they will beat the Rockets here as they start a homestand, and the Rockets begin their road trip, the final 120 to 113.
From the United Center in Chicago, the Bulls return home, winners of back-to-back games over the Charlotte Hornets, and they get set to host the Houston Rockets for the first of 2 meetings this season. White, a very deep 3, short, rebounded by Van Vliet. The former and longtime Toronto Raptor and NBA champion signing a deal for 3 years with the Rockets.
Well, he gives them stability.
that point guard position. There he is right there. He's just a calming force. You know, he doesn't rush, and he's able to hit shots.
This is the excellent Sengun, who sets up VanVleet for a three. All 5 belong to Fred VanVleet. There's Levine, but he misses at the rim. That was a problem for Zach prior to the injury. White fighting through the screen, but Green goes backdoor and slicks through and scores.
I'll tell you, this is a different Houston Rocket team.
100%. Sengun muscling inside. He gets it to go, and for Alperen Sengun, their leading scorer at 21 a game, his first 2 of the night. Green drives, nice pass off to Sengun. That was not easy.
Yeah, that time he lost vision of Sengun because you're chasing the ball with the eyes.
Nice moves by Sengun. 6 in the quarter after a scoreless first half. 12 and 12, I should say. 19 double-doubles for Vucevic. Nice no-look pass by Sengun to Thompson.
Sengun has got nice vision.
He does. Bulls with their biggest lead at 16. Here is Sengun. Nice move by Alperen.
Did a good job of setting him up that time. A little dive cut.
DeRozan, nice and easy to the spot, but short. Rebounded by Jabari Smith. Russo picks him up. There's VanVleet. Drummond closed him out. Drummond jumps on Sengun, who maneuvers through Caruso, and he's into double figures and a timeout call.
A quick 6-0 run by the Rockets here.
25 for Kobe.
Yeah, 25 assists for the Bulls.
Yep, on 34 baskets. Really solid to get 25 dimes, and the Bulls shoot 46% tonight. Nice move by Sengun.
Oh, man. He was clearing out traffic.
Sengun somehow kept the pivot foot. Bulls wanted to travel, and Sengun showed out the flexibility at 6'11".
They're taking some yoga classes.
VanVleet, the kick. Green shut off by Caruso. Sengun muscling inside. Got it to go. Oh, wow. Big second half for Alperen Sengun with 18. Vucevic, a big three. Way off. Here come the Rockets, a 2 to tie, a 3 to take the lead. Ime Udoka will not use the timeout. Here's Sengun with the move to the rim to tie the game.
Wow, that was a big foul, a big technical foul free throw.
It's VanVleet to trigger it. They get it to Smith for the win. And off to overtime for a second consecutive game for the Bulls.
Wow.
There is Sengun. They have 4 starters out there and Whitmore. Sengun a little out of control and somehow got it to Whitmore for the jam. Sengun on the Dirk Nowitzki one-leg jumper for Alperen Sengun.
Boy, he's talking too. He's letting you know it.
Yep.
22 points all in the second half.
Here's VanVleet. Levine closed him out. Sengun.
He traveled.
Working on Vucevic. Good defense by Vucevic. Oh, Sengun hit the shot.
Oh, man.
Vucevic did everything right, and Sengun still nailed it. It's a 5-point Houston lead. And the Bulls win it in OT. Back-to-back overtime wins tonight. They do it against Houston by a final of 124 to 119.
From Little Caesars Arena in downtown Detroit, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. And tonight, the 18-18 Rockets look for a sweep of the downtrodden 3-35 Detroit Pistons.
Hayes works baseline. Comes back out to Ivy, shoots a deep one over VanVleet around and out. He shot it well in Houston, 3 of 4 from downtown, en route to 19 points. But this Pistons team, generally speaking, this is not a good shooting team. Sengun spun right by Duren and hit the reverse layup.
There you go. Use your footwork.
Sengun contorting his body with the hoop plus the foul. I think that's definitely a candidate for Shaq to fool. Another reverse layup for Sengun.
Well, it was funny when you take the ball out of bounds and you're throwing it in, a lot of times nobody's looking. I've walked right onto the floor. It was actually me and former Rocket DJ Augustine.
Luckily, the Rockets get the offensive rebound after an empty trip.
My goodness! Wow! Right at Bagley, moved him off, and then again bent the rim. The Rockets are attacking the basket with authority here in this first quarter.
I guess from a coaching staff's perspective, that's kind of, I guess, one of the more difficult things to do is to get your guys to compete every night when you're not winning on most nights. As Sengun whirls and scores, and once again the Rockets are down 6.
No, the Pistons play extremely hard. There's no question there. They just don't have the experience in many ball games, and Houston knows we've been there before.
Been a tough go-around, though, this year for Phoenix, as Sengun gets it to go through. But look, the Rockets had to fight from behind originally in the first half and did, and now again back down. They were just back down double digits again. And
there you go.
Sengun there, a little spin on Bagley, who tried to get the whistle.
Well, the elbow drives are good for Sengun because you can't double. When he's on the block, those digs really frustrate his moves.
Again, Sengun through the middle of the lane, 2 more.
That's what you love about Fred VanVleet. He saw the play Sengun made the first time and said, hold on, big fella, coming right back to you.
Oh, I love that little reverse pivot move. Spins right and then a real quick back turn the other direction. VanVleet to Sengun into the lane, whirls right, baby hook shot goes down. 98-98, 23 now for Sengun, who's beginning to cook. VanVleet draws 2. Sengun in on Duren right to the rim.
That's the way you answer back. Now you've got to get a stop. Now they're going to switch Burks onto Fred to try to get a stop in the pick and roll.
High screen, back to Sengun, diving down the lane, stuffed it down!
That's exactly what he told him. They're gonna get up on me, be ready, young fella, and he delivered.
Burks the inbounder in the backcourt to Ivy, and here we go. Ivy for 3 in the lead. Whoa, he almost banked it in! And the rebound of VanVleet, and the Rockets get out of here with a win!
He had a great look.
He almost banked that in, my man. From TD Garden in Boston, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, it's yet another game as the 19 and 18 Rockets on the second night of a back-to-back look to become the first road team to win in Boston against the 29 and 9 Celtics. So VanVleet to Sengun, the shot put, and soft rims, 2-0 Houston. And picked up by Brown. He'll drive on Green, try to throw it back to Porzingis and threw it away. Sengun will lead the break. Sengun almost walked, almost turned it over.
Here's the thing, Boston is really great defensively. Forget the offense.
Oh, how about that?
That was sweet.
Way off, high off the window there, and the touch.
Touch on that shot, that was incredible. I mean, it wasn't even like a hook shot. It was just a push. Hey!
And the turnaround for Smith.
There you go, love that from Jabari Smith Jr., man. Just playing his role, whatever's asked of him.
Love the energy that the Rockets have started this game out with. They didn't have a ton of it last night in Detroit until the fourth quarter.
Dylan Brooks back. What more would you expect?
There's no question about it. There's no way this guy's going to let this team on this situation as Green rims in the 3 to not play with energy and to not be focused. Sengun isoing here on Porzingis. There's the help by Holiday. The kick to Smith. Works baseline, back to Sengun. Good job, and the Rockets get 2 points out of it.
Great 2-man game and confidence on the Rockets. They're playing with force and authority. I think the secret's out, Craig. Everybody's in on Alperen Sengun now at this point.
And on the second night of a back-to-back this season, he's been really, really good. And that's tough to do. On second nights of back-to-backs, Sengun averaging 26 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. And there goes Whitmore.
Talk about those assists. And again, not only can he score, he can make those passes. He just threaded the needle. That was a dime, baby.
Sengun this time went with the hook.
Wow, love the way that Alperen spun off of Cornet, creating contact.
VanVleet, the crossover, and a nasty one at that, into Sengun, whirling on Porzingis, got his back turned and scored. That was nasty.
Just go ahead and body him then. That's right, get right into those bigger defenders and make them have to score over you.
Smith to Green, 3 minutes to play as the Rockets are down 10 now in the second quarter. Sengun on the block, working on Porzingis, gets his own miss. The ball fake, and then the soft jam.
You love that when Alperen took those shots, he knew where it was going to come off and just followed his misses.
Rockets could use a little bit of momentum going into the locker room. Sengun on Holiday, and he got there and he banked it in.
There you go right at him. You had the size advantage. And
16 for Alperen. Sengun, tough one plus the foul.
There you go, attack the size and length Porzingis, Rockets needed that.
Celtics will improve to 19-0 here at home. The Rockets fall back to 500 at 19-19 on the season.
From the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As this afternoon, we honor the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The 19-19 Rockets face the 24-13 Philadelphia 76ers.
Here's the thing with Joel Embiid back. Defensively, you do have to change the way you attack him and, hey, maintain the pick and roll.
And that time, Sengun downhill on the pass from Van Vliet scores.
Again, that's the money. Force him to have to get up in the pick and roll, move his feet.
So Green off the Sengun pick. A clean look at a three. Short, though. Offensive rebound. Brooks back to him. Thought otherwise about challenging Embiid. Here's Brooks. Got it back, and he knocks down the three. And look, the Rockets right back in this thing after the very poor start. Van Vliet back to Sengun. The shot put, and the Rockets are out in front. Timeout, Philadelphia. Beverly pulled the chair out from underneath Sengun, but he was able to keep his balance.
There you go. That's the right play. Don't hesitate. Attack the rim.
Off the glass, the bank shot. So a little bit of a wrinkle there by Sengun.
Yeah, you know what? Be aggressive. Just go play.
Rockets trying to get some separation. A kick out, and Sengun that time is able to feather in the three.
There you go. Force him to come out of the paint. Make him have to guard.
Let me tell you, it's a completely different perspective to look you right in the eye.
Oh, gosh.
Okay? Free throw line jumper good for Jabari.
There you go. Attack Joel. He's not going to leave the paint. And a lot of times those mid-range shots are the open shots.
Fakes the corner three. Drives the baseline. Dunks it down.
There you go. Make Embiid have to guard.
Rockets bench has not been good collectively. Offensive rebound. Another three on the way for Whitmore, and gets it to go on the reprieve.
You just love the arc and ease that Cam Whitmore shoots the basketball with.
Behind Joel Embiid's 41 points, his first 40-point game of his career against the Rockets. The Sixers do end up sweeping the season series from Houston.
Knicks basketball is on MSG, and it is presented by Chase. As tonight, the Knicks play host to the vastly improved Houston Rockets.
Screen set on DiVincenzo. Van Vliet. Now Sengun. Takes it inside on DiVincenzo. Sengun with his first bucket.
Posting and toasting by Sengun.
Here comes DiVincenzo. Back for Randall. Knicks turn it over.
Second turnover for Devo.
Here's Green coming in 1-on-2. Lays it in.
I thought he traveled, took a little extra step there.
Just over 5 minutes gone by, first quarter. Green takes it inside and is fouled. It's good. And Green will head to the line. Hartenstein commits his first. Sengun with the emphatic slam set up by Van Vliet.
Yeah, he only had 2 points before that dramatic stuff.
Hartenstein blocked by Sengun.
Hart always hustling the bounds, giving the Knicks a second opportunity.
Sengun takes it inside, lays it in.
Does an excellent job with his body. Saw fitting off Hartenstein that time.
Knicks assessed a delay of game warning. Sengun cuts the Knicks lead to 3.
They've held him in check tonight.
Here's Van Vliet from 3. He has struggled tonight. This time he connects.
He can get hot.
Here's Anunoby bottled up underneath.
And he caught the ball out of bounds, so it'll be the Rockets' ball. Nice block by Thompson.
Here comes Van Vliet, who had a strong third quarter after a slow first half.
There he is with an easy shot there. Passed it up. Not this one, though. He's taking that one.
Van Vliet knocks it down.
Poor D by Deuce going for the ball fake.
Randall defending. Sengun underneath the basket, and he gets the roll.
That's why he looks like Jokic. The moves that he makes, guys clinging to him, still able to finish. Hart has to protect the ball. These guys are swarming.
Hart blocked by Sengun, kept alive by Hartenstein. Shot clock at 2. Brunson did not hit the rim. It's a shot clock violation.
Yeah, too much dribbling that time by Hart.
You know, since Flynn came to the Knicks in the deal with Toronto, it has been pointed out that he and DiVincenzo resemble one another. And apparently they now refer to each other as twin.
Yeah, I was reading that.
Flynn from Tacoma, Washington.
Oh.
Here's Grimes, gets his own rebound. Well, Bill Pino brought it up at the start. With a win, the Knicks are going to make it 24-17 at the halfway point, on pace for 48 victories.
Yeah.
As the Knicks defeat the Rockets 109-94.
From the Toyota Center in downtown Houston, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, the 19 and 21 Rockets return home to begin a 3-game homestand against the red-hot 22 and 21 Utah Jazz.
Yeah, Sexton is turning into the veteran on this squad.
He's playing so much more under control this season. Had 31 in their last game on Thursday against Oklahoma City. He's posted back-to-back 34 games as Sengun leads into and ultimately scores on Markkanen. Sengun backing down Markkanen, goes with the baby hook and scores easily. So far, so good for Sengun on Markkanen down low. Important game here. Again, the Jazz have been able to leapfrog the Rockets in the standings. Now inside of the play-in, and the Rockets are on the outside looking in. Great pass, great curl, and then Green tried to punch it down on Fontecchio. There was a foul. And the ball ended up going in. Two former Tigers right there, missed, cleaned up, and put back there by Sengun.
Again, this is the key to the Rockets. It's going to be rare they just shoot the ball well for 4 quarters. Go hit the boards. Go win the 50-50 plays.
Kate in working on Clarkson.
Oh, JT, you got to go post up. He shouldn't be kicking that ball out. He's got to go get a bucket.
I say he should kick the ball out to Sengun because he's going to be drilling 3. That's a dozen for Clarkson. Leading scorer in the game, the only player, in fact, for either team in double digits. Smith and Sengun each have 9 behind the back to Thompson. Working on Fontecchio. Throws it up and throws it in.
The men is so strong, don't even hesitate. Go up, power up, either go up for a dunk, and if you can't dunk it, lay it up at the end. He's got that type of athleticism.
Green to Sengun. That's 11. First Rocket in double figures. Efficient 5 of 8 shooting as well. Here's Clarkson for Markkanen. Short. Rebound Smith. Rockets doing a real good job on the glass against this Utah team. They've out-rebounded him 24-17. Remember, this is the second best rebounding team in the league outside of the Knicks, and the Rockets got beat up pretty badly on the glass up in New York. Air ball.
There you go.
By Sengun.
Second and third efforts. Rockets needed.
Green off the pick. Lost the ball right to Sengun. He meant to do it.
Another score, another rebound. Keep it up.
At least that's the story I'm sticking with. He meant to do it. Fontecchio, no. And a bit of a change for them in the starting lineup in the second half. You got Kessler out there.
You just try to keep a body. Yeah, to keep a body on Sengun.
Do a double-double in the first half, and the Rockets strike first in the third. It's a big game for both of these teams. Shot put.
Well, here's the thing for the Jazz now. And the Rockets, I think, kind of fell into this. They are the role of the Hunt Tid now.
Shot clock about to go off. Fontecchio buried it at the horn.
Yeah, the energy for the Jazz has changed.
It's very different.
There you go, Sengun attacking Kessler and gets into the body and gets it to go. And that's what you have to do, Craig. When you have a great shot blocker, get into his body and give yourself a chance.
Coach Udoka also made sure to include Pop graciously let me take Will to Boston, and he's one of my best friends in the league. So those two are super close, guys.
Real good story there as Smith finishes. And Will Hardy spent a total of 11 seasons in San Antonio, beginning as a video coordinator. Oh, what a spin! And then put the ball into the rim.
That's just nasty. Oh, that's just nasty. Vanessa, that's what they asked for, right? Vanessa, they want 1, 2, 3 nasty. Okay, that was it right there.
I do believe that fits into the category of nasty. I believe Coach Udoka is pleased with that.
Sengun and Van Fleet back in. Kessler defending Sengun and just took him right to the rim.
Utah doesn't want to help. Use your feet, take your time, man. It is hard to defend a guy in the post who is patient.
A long way to go in this game, and the Rockets are only up 2.
Nice.
Knocked it down. Big time shot for him. He needed that, just his second 3 of the game. Van Fleet, a little hezzy. The drive back to Sengun. The quick shot put good.
one of the tougher shots in basketball, man. That is just money from Sengun.
Makes it look very easy. Jazz by 2, 24.4 to go. 14 on the shot clock for Houston. Dylan Brooks, the inbounder. Sengun back in. Quick roll on Kessler. Got there, couldn't finish, got his own miss. Put it up. Oh, my goodness, it almost dropped, but he was fouled. Tie game.
All right, got to get a stop. See if the Rockets elect to stay in their coverage or if they switch this pick and roll.
Crowd on their feet. Shot clock is off. If the Jazz make a shot here, they can make it and take it with no time left to win the game. Clarkson working baseline, doubled up to Sexton. Sexton a little hit to the giddy up, misses, rebound Brooks, and we got overtime. Jabari into Sengun, tough catch. Even tougher on the finish.
Hey, man, coach is giving the green light to Jabari, playing between through him and Sengun.
Sexton drives, wrap around, block from behind, and Marketing was there.
He's out of bounds.
I believe, I think it was Kessler who had the ball, came down with it, out of bounds. Houston gets it back and a chance to get the lead back again.
About Sengun, he stole the tip. He read where it was going.
And spins on Fontecchio and dunks it down.
Huge play. It's the hustle from Sengun.
Inside of a minute to play. Back to Sengun, rolling in and getting to the cup, and there was a foul, and he can tie the ball game up here with a free throw. Sengun a career-high 37. Sengun driving, blocked, but fouled, a late whistle. If it's on Kessler, he has fouled out. Misses them both, and the Jazz can win it. The Jazz can win it here. Clarkson into the front court. Clarkson pulls up. Clarkson short. Rebound. It's loose. Rockets win.
Oh, my goodness.
From Toyota Center in Houston, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, fresh off an exhilarating and much-needed overtime win over the Utah Jazz, the 20-21 Rockets lace them up again against the best in the NBA, the 32-10 Boston Celtics.
It is tough to get to the rim against these guys. The Rockets going to have to make threes, and they do there, which they, again, as I mentioned, did not do at all in Boston. So Holiday is in. Pritchard is in as well for the Celtics. Luke Cornett is out there as well. They go with the Twin Towers down low, and Sengun is able to score over 1.5 of them. Hauser, the three. Another long rebound, this time to Holiday. And his brother out of the lineup tonight. He was at the game last night watching the Rockets beat the Jazz. Drew was. Sengun downhill, scores for 2.
There you go. Got to get Sengun going, and he's woken up since that timeout.
Take to Thompson. He just fumbled it, able to keep it in play. Now to Sengun, who pirouettes and scores.
Pretty play there from Alperen. That's the second time he's cut in and dove, but he's one of the unique bigs where you can throw it to him on the run, and he won't travel, he won't run anybody over. Just excellent feel.
It's Benny Hiller on that list. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. It's like scores again. Into Pritchard, the catch, the spin, got it off in time. Wow, he made it. He had 19 against the Rockets in Boston. Shot put, good.
There you go. I like him. And Thompson getting into the lane. That looks like a real focus here tonight for the Rockets. Attack the ball pressure of the Celtics. Get out of the way. Get out the way. Let them work.
22 threes, double what the Rockets have attempted so far. And Sengun off balance, able to score. So he's got 12. Brooks is the Rockets' leading scorer with 13.
It is different. I've been there before as a bench guy and as a starter. Your warm-up changes, the way you approach the game, the lineups you play against.
There you go, and one.
We're talking about a man going through contact, and he's learning pretty quickly. You know, if you give the ball to Alperen, he'll hand it right back to you.
The offensive tip back, and unfortunately there, Brooks took it away from Porzingis. Here comes Whitmore, right to the rim, missed the dunk. Ricochets, Thompson picks it up, and the Rockets get a bonus possession out of it.
Those are these opportunities that the Rockets have to have. You can't come up empty there. Good finish from Sengun.
First, second chance points of the game for the Rockets. Tatum one-on-one with Green, spins baseline, and no whistle there. Missed the shot. Rockets come the other way. Green to Sengun. Right into the body of Porzingis, and when Sengun catches it in and around the foul line area on the move, he's pretty much unstoppable. Green will defend it, step back, finds Sengun, and that is now 18 for Alperen. We've talked about this before, but Sengun has put up great numbers on the second nights of back-to-backs this season. And Holiday was limited to foul trouble, gets that rebound, played well, made all of the shots. Sengun, will shake and bake, the kick out. Brooks, the reset, now lets it fly and makes it. Dylan Brooks with 4 triples. He's got 18, and again, it's a 10-point game. The Celtics gift it back to Houston. Tate one-on-one, he'll pirouette, he'll throw it up, and it bounces down.
Rockets finally get one to go, about 2 or 3 sloppy opportunities, but hey, building in momentum. It's been the defense getting stops here in the second half.
It's been a mixed bag as well for Alperen Sengun. He's been absolutely fantastic outside of turnovers. Has 6 of them. Other than that, he's had a really good game, but he's been turnover prone. Holiday, 3 ball goes down. Another assist for Sengun. Another make for Holiday, who's now 4 of 4 from the floor. Now, Sam Cassell, even as a young, inexperienced player here in Houston, he wasn't the starter, but he was a closer. Oh, nasty Euro step back to Sengun. Now doubled, wraparound back to Thompson, and the Rockets finally get some points there, plus there was a foul. Now it's at the point where you got to basically start pairing stops with scores if you're the Rockets.
Yeah, the Celtics are just packing the paint at this point. There you go.
Triple-double for Sengun, and there's the 3, another one for Holiday. White thought he got fouled, no whistle. Sengun the length of the floor, into the lane, Euro steps to the rim and lays it up and in. Into telegraph pass. The absolute last thing you wanted if you were the Rockets, and then the exclamation point by Brown.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown, he plays on both ends, man.
Sengun follows that home. As the Celtics ultimately sweep the series from Houston, they take it here at Toyota Center, the final 116-107. From the Toyota Center in the heart of America's Space City, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, the 20-22 Rockets wrap up a 3-game homestand with their first matchup of the season with the 12-31 Portland Trailblazers. Rockets have dropped 3 consecutive games to the Blazers. They were swept last year. The Rockets have also lost 3 straight to Portland in this building. The rebound, the outlet, but 3 Blazers back, preventing Brooks getting to the rim. So now the Rockets will set it back up. Van Fleet back to Sengun, and the Rockets are on the board first with a big-time throwdown.
Anthony Simons, an extremely talented scorer. Yep. Still finding his way in the league, but I mean, he is smooth the way he can kind of get into his one dribble pull-up off the bounce, man. He's special.
6th year in the league. Look at that pass. Look at that dunk.
Could always use more of that, man. You love Jalen Green moving without the basketball. He felt Simons overplay, and it was an easy call.
On the weave to Walker. He'll drive. Had a step on Green, and he scores.
Spoke with Chauncey Billups before the game, and he said Walker has been the most impressive player as far as this season, just how hard he's played, knowing where to be on the floor, and just really what he's brought to the Trailblazers.
20-footer goes down for Van Vliet, so back and forth we go. Sengun backing down, stepping through, missing, and following.
There you go. Love that from Alperen. No one ends up stepping up, and he almost made that shot to where he knew he'd be to a spot where he could rebound it.
Scoot Henderson, look at him go, but he couldn't finish. Neither could Kamara. Rockets the other way. Whitmore had it knocked away, and then Sengun thought the Thompson, looky what I found, says the Wizard.
Heads up play there. I mean, there was no hesitation, and Alperen was thinking lob the whole time.
Speaking of, you were just talking about basketball IQ.
That was IQ. That was that. You know, that's not even. That's just feel. Okay, you can't draw that up. You know, on the chalkboard.
Good catch in traffic over the top. Jeff Green for the score.
Yeah, fundamental, man. You know, Jeff Green actually told me at Georgetown he started at center over Roy Hibbert.
Jalen Green moves in. His first 3's been effective in and around the free throw line in this game. That is first dribble at 16 and a half for Jalen Green. Again, he's playing a bit under the weather. To Sengun. Jumped it out to Green. Offensive rebound and score.
There you go. Rockets trying to find some offense there, and you know, the offensive rebounds have been their best look.
And Sengun from 3.
There you go. Ayton kind of dared Sengun to shoot. Now P says, okay, I will.
Airmailing it was Grant. Van Fleet on the attack, turned back by Brogdon. Back inside to Sengun. 2 defenders waited for them to go by, and he softly finishes.
Yeah, 2 hands for safety there. He wasn't, no style points, just go ahead and get the 2 points.
The Rockets, in the last couple 3 minutes of the second quarter and the first 3.5 or thereabouts of the third, have not played great basketball. Simon's up top. Again, this guy just doesn't miss any shots.
No, you've got to step up and again, give more attention right now to Simons. He's heated up here in the second half and really efficient.
And then Brooks gets it right back for Houston, his third. Holiday up top. Holiday. He knocks down his second 3. Van Fleet turned back, now brings Ayton away from the rim, goes to Sengun. Spins baseline on Brogdon, and then on the other side is able to convert.
It's that simple. That play should have been made the prior possession. Throw it inside to Sengun, you kick it out. If he doesn't, he's very efficient attacking his mismatches.
On the move, Sengun high off the window.
He's so good, man. He can attack with either hand, and that touch off the rim going right, man, is impeccable for Sengun. But again, Rockets going after Simons. Watch this right here.
Now on Holiday, there's the help. The bounce pass into Ayton, fumbled it away. Sengun's running the floor. Green finds him, what a dime! What a pass! And Sengun dunks it down. 6 straight for the Rockets. Timeout Portland, 80 seconds to go. 1 minute to play.
Rockets need a great possession here.
Sengun behind his back, spinning on Ayton, stepping through, scoop and score!
That's just nasty. I mean, DeAndre Ayton played Sengun about as well as you could. That's a man on a mission. That's an NBA All-Star we're looking at. Got to be a 3.
They have to get this ball inbounded. They're out of timeouts. They throw it to Grant. Grant runs up a 3, looking to tight up, and he banked it in! He banked it in!
Oh, God. You saw that coming.
And we're headed to overtime for the second time on this homestand. Look at that, the cut and the dunk down the baseline with Jalen Green.
Yeah, big play. Now you got to get a stop.
Sengun, they'll take the 2. Portland is just fine with that. 7.9 to go. This is a bad loss for the Rockets, and for all those reasons, as I stated, this was a game that they had to get. They were the rested team. They had advantage in this game. They led by 13, and they let it all slip away. And they lose by 6 in overtime, 137-131. Frustrating night, to say the very least, for the Rockets.
From Barclays Center in Brooklyn, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, the 21 and 23 Rockets on a super quick turnaround look to complete the sweep of the struggling 17 and 27 Brooklyn Nets.
Now to Sengun on the block.
It's a mismatch inside.
Yep, working on Finney-Smith. Into a cutting Brooks.
There you go, and Sengun has just such a great feel, and the Nets were in between. Do we double team? Do we stay home? And Dylan Brooks just got behind the defense.
So now Ben Thompson picks up Fred Van Fleet. Over the top to Sengun, the weak side help, able to split that double team, and it rolls in.
That's what you love to see. Even with defenses focused on Sengun, he's the primary guy. He's still getting his numbers.
Yeah, well, head coach Ime Udoka spent 1 year here in Brooklyn as an assistant coach, but when he was putting the pieces together for the Rockets coaching staff, he really thought about Royale and Thiago. He said, I wanted guys with player development backgrounds and relationship-based guys. So Thiago and Royale, of course, joined the Rocket staff from Brooklyn.
Well, we'll see if Jeff Green ends up playing the 5 with the second unit.
Yeah, that's a real good start to the third quarter again. Things have been awful tonight for the Rockets, but crazier things have happened. Nets are just walling off the paint into Sengun.
That's also the play that you like to see. Drive and make a play, then dish to Sengun.
Sengun backing down Claxton, and then another easy score. So it's been a steady diet of number 28 for the Rockets here in the first 2.5 minutes of this third quarter. Utah had a 47-point first quarter against Charlotte tonight. After the Rockets hit him with 83 in the second half. Baby hook, and that's a dozen now for Sengun.
Love the patience there from Sengun, but one thing the Nets are doing a good job of, they can't guard him, but they're trying to make him work.
Into Dinwiddie! Oh, they gave the foul to Thompson with 0.7 left, a little tap on the rear end. 0.7 left, that is it. If you're Dinwiddie in the Nets, do you miss this one on purpose? Because there's only 0.7 left and everybody's out of timeouts.
Yeah, if you're Dinwiddie, I miss it, and he is.
Yep, they did just that. Wow. And incredible comeback here by Houston after being down by 28. But ultimately they lose by 2 because the hole that they had dug for themselves in the first half was ultimately too much.
From the Toyota Center in Houston, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. That's tonight, the 21 and 24 Rockets begin a 3-game homestand with an important season series finale against the 24 and 23 Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron, now at age 39, coming off his first 20-rebound game of his career, had 36 points, 20 rebounds, and 12 assists in 48 minutes in that win in double overtime at Golden State. He was fantastic. What he's doing at his age has never been done before, as Alperen Sengun got inside of Davis, who did not want to really challenge him and pick up a second foul.
Absolutely.
And Russell, who's been on fire, as I mentioned earlier, knocks that one down. 6 consecutive 20-point scoring games, had 28 against the Warriors. A little drop step, the kick. Sengun thought about it. Now puts it on the floor, comes into the lane, jumps it into Smith, had a deflected ball is loose. It's a hot potato. And Russell saved it right back to Sengun. He got the shot blocker there, Davis, and Sengun was able to finish over the top of him.
Probably should have shot the first one.
7 straight for the Lakers. And the Rockets are up by 10, and that time a good job, Sengun getting inside again to the defender for an easy layup. LeBron on the move, downhill, devastating as always. Tie game.
Well, LeBron's a right-hand player, but he always loves going left to finish.
Rockets were up by 10. The drop-off, Sengun to Smith, he scores.
Easy 2 there, but Alperen has to go up and finish. He's got the yips at the rim. Just go score. He's too talented.
Davis, drop step. And I think when Max Christie came down with it, yep, he was standing out of bounds. Goes back to the Rockets, so another Lakers turnover. They are susceptible to turn the ball over from time to time. Shot put from the free throw line.
That's the money. That's the connection you want to see. The defense stepped up for Jalen Green, and he hit Sengun like a safety blanket, and that's money.
And then Cam Whitmore gets into the act with a 3.
Give the people what they want, man. Cam Whitmore, I'm telling you right now, he is getting better.
Misses the second. Anthony Davis, rebound, stolen away by Sengun. Now to Whitmore, spots up on the wing for 3. Rebound, Jalen Green. He's again rebounded the ball as well as he ever has in his career over the last, now 3 games. Whitmore for 2, snuck down. They have no answers. No answers for the Rockets rookie Cam Whitmore. They work baseline right by Prince.
Great energy from the Rockets. We talked about a big key, points in the paint, and the Rockets dominating so far.
Sengun right through the middle of the paint. Didn't have full control of it, but had enough of it to score. He now has 10, one of 4 Rockets in double figures. Prince has already hit one from that corner.
Wow,
that
great,
time.
Great contest from Jalen Green.
Long rebound to Van Fleet. Now to Brooks. Thought about it. Take it. You're open. Got it. Highest scoring first half of the season for the Rockets.
It's almost like Alperen shoots better when he hesitates for some reason. Nice.
Mean mug him.
Oh my goodness. Look at Sengun here. Nice setup there from Fred. LeBron too late on the rotation. And flight 28 clear for takeoff. Put that man in the All-Star game. That's the mean mug. Put the guns out, man.
Hand off to Brooks, a little fade fire, and that's a dozen for him, and the lead is 25. Nicely done, 2-man game, Smith and Sengun. Green turns the corner, bounces it to Sengun, who flips it up and over Davis for 2 more. He's got 20. Green to Sengun on Hayes.
That's pretty.
Again, when he starts moving either with or without the ball in and around the free throw line going downhill, devastating, even though he's not explosive in his movement. 2 on Sengun. Green finds Van Vliet in the corner, fakes that, flips it into Smith, and misses. Tipped in, though,
by Alperen Sengun. He too now has a double-double, 23-10, and now 4 assists away from a triple-double.
Thank you to Dylan Brooks for letting me borrow his chain for that segment.
That is a lot of diamonds. But you got iced out for our peeps here tonight. We appreciate that.
I did get iced out for the peeps.
Sengun returning. Rockets need to find some rhythm again. They've completely lost it. Well done, diving down the lane. Hit him on the skip pass, and Sengun is able to convert.
Yeah,
29 for Alp. Good pass. Looked off the D. Sengun cut. Thompson hit him. And the final here, 135. 119. They led by as many as 30, had that lead cut to 10, and then end the game on a 14-8 run over the last 3 minutes. As tonight, my team, your team, America's team, the 22-25 Rockets polish off a 3-game homestand against Canada's team, the 17-30 Toronto Raptors.
Oh, what a mid-move down.
Again, Pirtle hasn't played in almost a month. Sengun again, another spin move, gets swarmed, stays with it, throws it up, and scores again. So again, he's not 100%. He's been dealing with an illness, but he looks fine out there to start this.
Yeah, that is a great sign. The Rockets need Sengun playing at a high level.
Sengun works his way through 2 defenders for the John Barry special plus the foul. Oh, how about that pass? Speaking of unlocking the best from his teammates, Alperen Sengun finds him in Thompson, but Adams has unlocked the best from the guys he's played with, particularly the guards that he's played with. Russell Westbrook, John Moran. Sengun is able to basically go from one end of the floor to the other.
Sengun's got the advantage on the block. Let's see if he can get into the paint against Young.
There's the help. The kick. Oh, Thompson with the big time throw down over Barnes.
You love that Amin is doing such a good job with the coaches watching film, and he's improved so much on cutting once his man goes to help.
There you go, drops it back to Smith for the hoop, plus the foul. 2+1 on the way here for Jabari Smith Jr.
Hey, Craig, you're right. Jabari's figured it out. Never take your eyes off Alperen. Look at Sengun here. When this help comes, he's cutting, and it's right on time, man. Catching a body, and look at Sengun. Even though he's spinning, he sees Jabari the whole time, and Jabari understands it, man. He's going to feed me.
That's 8 for Smith, 5 assists for Sengun. And Baby Hook is good.
Love that. 2 plays in a row. We saw Alp make the extra pass. That time, nobody comes. Scoops in the left-hand hook.
Van Fleet to Sengun and a little touch shot himself. I mean, that guy's going to be a weight room monster. Look at him fighting for the offensive glass there, and it rolls through for Smith.
There you go. And that's where Jabari's really improved this season, hitting the glass.
Van Fleet from 3, his second. Again, a tremendous sign after struggling here for so long, shooting the ball. He's made a couple of threes in this game. He's got 10.
Nice.
Good steal off, and there's just not a body big enough there to defend Sengun down low. And Sengun again, easy work down low, 17 for him. That got deflected. Sengun picked it out of the sky. Oh, spun by Pirtle, used the rim to shield a couple of defenders, and ultimately scored. How about that play? Sengun will line it up. They leave him open, and he buries it.
There you go. Everything rolling here for the Rockets.
The loop ahead to Slam Whitmore. Great night for the Rockets tonight. Banner night for them. Dominating the paint. Rookies showing out. Everybody contributed. Fred Van Fleet all smiles as he faced his former team.
And we welcome you into downtown Minneapolis. Significant Western Conference showdown tonight as the Timberwolves take on the Houston Rockets. So you saying you're okay with Doc?
I'm okay with it. I'm not going to criticize Doc for doing that. He's the coach of the Milwaukee Bucks right now, so why wouldn't he?
I don't think he deserves criticism. I don't like it. I also don't like Sengun. Get an easy deuce inside. Sengun getting past Towns and landed in for his second field goal of the ball game. Sengun sizing up Reed, double comes. Thompson left free for the easy lay-in.
Another cutting situation from the corner. You got to have your head on a swivel and see it.
Sengun for 2. He has 6 points, 5 boards. Here's Towns. Oh, blocked out of there by Sengun, and Towns just having a difficult time finding the angles to the rim. Sengun for 3. Good. Green to Sengun, going at Gobert, and balancing on one leg, putting it through to tie this game up. Rocket pass to Sengun, who gets two of his own. 89-72, and Sengun showing a little hops. Wolves are 20 games above 500. 111-90 the final. Chris Finch walking off.
From Gainbridge Fieldhouse in downtown Indianapolis, site of the NBA's All-Star Weekend this year, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, the 23 and 26 Rockets continue their road trip versus the 28 and 23 Indiana Pacers.
Brooks fumbled it and gets it back and scores. Teams basically get to the rim at will against the Pacers. The catch, the fade, and the make for Smith along that left baseline.
That was pretty. I like that Jabari was determined to get himself a bucket. Way to work out, young fella.
Working on Turner, both those guys back in. Steps through, goes glass, scores.
Pretty. Not footwork, feet work. Look at all that feet work right there.
Blocked, the three was by Thompson.
Man.
All that size and length. The man already a terrific defender. Drop step, another
Stop
one.
it! Stop it!
Oh, that's the sauce, baby. That's the sauce.
That's nasty. He's on his highlight clip with that. Behind the back, Euro step, up and under.
Of course, Sengun's highlight reel is lengthy. And Sengun, after having it deflected initially by Turner, stayed with it, whirled, and hit the left-handed hook. On the other side again.
Pretty there, and again, Turner doesn't want to pick up that fourth foul, so let's see if you can keep testing him.
So Green back in for Holiday, got bumped by Smith, got to the rim. Sengun flying in there for the putback.
Got to get up, go pick up.
Jabari rises up over Neesmith, way off. Rebound to Sengun, back to Green, to Brooks. The three, no. Rebound, another tap, another shot, another miss. Rebound, Sengun. They finally got one to go, 6.8 to play.
Too much time off the clock. Need a lot of help here.
Yeah, they got to hope and pray here. They're going to play the free throw game. Oh, they beat the press. No foul on Nimhard. And the Pacers are going to run it out.
From the Toyota Center in Houston, Texas, it's time for New York Knicks basketball as the Knickerbockers visit the Houston Rockets.
Sengun drives inside, well defended, kicks it out. Brooks with a wide open three. Brooks trying to post up Brunson. Brunson did a good job. Sengun gets inside, throws up a wild shot, and it goes in. Sengun gets inside and draws yet another foul. Count it and one. That's going to be two on Sims. Achua has two, and Sengun for a chance for a three-point play. Sengun gets inside and bangs it home, and the Rockets up double figures. Jalen Green falling away. Shot won't go. Rebound Thompson. Oh, what a pass. Sengun throws it down. How about that from the rookie? Sengun quickly pushing up the other way. Terrific handle, as Wally talked about, for a 6'11 guy. Drives into Sims, nice feed inside to Thompson.
Alperen Sengun, a great passer, and Taj Gibson just lost sight of his man. Amin Thompson, not known for a great shooter, so you can leave him out at the three-point line.
Sengun goes right at Jalen Brunson with a high feed inside. Shot banks it home as Thompson. Green slip past Sengun, drives inside, counting out a foul. Achua just picked up his fourth. Brunson drives on Brooks, gets inside, shot blocked. Oh, what a block from Sengun. But the ball was out of bounds.
Sengun does a good job of coming over despite contact down low. But you can tell that the Knicks are putting the heat on the Rockets.
Brunson shot blocked again. But Achua is there. Up top, DiVincenzo, his three-pointer. That won't go. And Hart knocks the ball loose. Boy, a lot of contact. Hart goes inside the drive. Knocked out of bounds. Sengun backing in, one-on-one with Achua. There's the double team by Hart. Pass inside, counted out a foul. Good cut to the bucket from Smith. Sengun guarded by Hart. Big height advantage, 6'11" is Sengun. There's a double team, gets away from that. He's triple team. Back out to Brooks, an open three. That's good. Brooks has really hurt the Knicks. Three big three-pointers here in this fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Sengun backs in, turns, flips it up and in. It's back to 4. Brunson drives, goes inside, adjusts, layup is good. What a shot from Brunson, and he did it quickly. Brunson on the drive, pulls back, puts it up. It's good! Jalen Brunson ties the game with 8.3 remaining. 5 seconds to go. Green on the drive, gets inside, reverse block by Achua. They throw it up at the buzzer. Almost went in, but a foul! A foul called on Jalen Brunson. Oh, I don't see how you call a foul on that shot.
I don't see how you call that. No way.
What a play. Precious Achua has been brilliant tonight.
That is a great contest, up high.
Well, it appears the contact came before. Knicks still have 0.3 of a second remaining. Holiday, he might be better off hitting the rim here and missing it, and a timeout was called right away. Why didn't he blow the whistle before the Knicks actually had contact? That was an odd, quick timeout. Obviously, Tom Thibodeau was looking to call the time, but I was going to say that the miss, you miss a free throw by the time you get a rebound, 0.3 of a second come off the clock. It's actually a smart move by the Rockets. So it hits the rim. The clock didn't start right away.
After replay review, 0.3 comes off the game clock prior to the timeout. Therefore, the game is over.
Yeah, that's automatic on a missed free throw. Tom Thibodeau's drawn up a play, but the game is over. Jalen Brunson wants to go and yell at Jason Goldberg. He's going to go over and calmly talk to him.
From FedEx Forum in Memphis, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, the 24 and 29 Rockets look to complete a sweep of the injury-depleted 18-36 Memphis Grizzlies in the final game before the All-Star break. Sengun will try to get one back for the Rockets and does. Jackson in on Sengun, blocked by Sengun, picked up the loose change, drives the length of the floor, and slams it down.
That's how you get yourself going. Okay, coach, I got you. Watch Sengun pushing full court and jamming over the Grizzlies.
It was a shot, but I'll call it a pass as Sengun dunks it down on the weak side. That'll count.
There you go. Jaren Jackson Jr. trying to avoid a foul. Doesn't move his feet. There you go. No double team. Go get a bucket.
Says, get out my way to Aldama. Get out my way. He's got 13 now.
No Jaren Jackson Jr. Coach Udoka's going to ride that mismatch.
Sengun rolls in on Triple J and gets that one to roll down. Jackson needs help. Gets turned over.
Great instincts from Sengun.
Back to Sengun. One-on-one with Jackson. Spins into the lane, ducks under, goes back with a left hand, and the 23-point deficit is gone. The Rockets have come back to tie it up at 85. Back to Sengun. Got away from the double team on a quick, powerful dunk by Amen Thompson.
And men understanding, even if Alperen doesn't see me, I don't think he sees me, he sees me.
Holiday. History goes down, and that's just the 7th for the Rockets, but guess who has made 3 of those 7? Aaron Holiday, another double-digit scoring game for him. Smith picks it up, goes to Alperen, he gets to the cup and scores.
There you go, just get the 2 points, and it doesn't have to be pretty here tonight.
Into Sengun. Holiday, 121-113 as the Rockets stumble into the All-Star break. That's tonight, fresh out of the All-Star break, the 24 and 30 Rockets look for a fresh start as they also look to take the season series away from the 33 and 22 New Orleans Pelicans. Brooks, good, and the Rockets take the lead. Good to see that go down for Dylan Brooks.
Well, that game, in my opinion, really spurred Sengun, and Jalen hits the 3, but Craig, it spurred Sengun to kind of get all-star considerations.
Everything going down for the Rockets now from 3. 4 shots, 4 makes from 4 different dudes. And there's a 2, the first one for Houston.
Yeah, and Sengun at the rim is always good, man. Rockets need him to play well. For Alperen against Valanciunas, get downhill, use your ball handling ability, and finish strong through the contact.
So out of the timeout, the Rockets got to keep the Pelicans away from punishing the rim at the other end of the floor. Sengun's shot put goes down.
Struggling with this tight pick and roll with Zion.
Lost the ball. Scooped up by Van Vliet. Back to Sengun.
And he's able to get to the rim.
You love that Alperen didn't take that pass for granted. He really shielded off Herb Jones.
Unfortunately for the Rockets, their road issues continue. They're going to fall to 5-22. From the Toyota Center in Houston, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, the 24-31 Rockets return home to face the 33-23 Phoenix Suns. Jalen, as he did last night, starts off with a three. Blocked from behind by Amen, the leak out. And again, Amen Thompson. Give this young man his flowers. Sengun through 4-2.
Love it. Thank you, Gretchen. Thank you so much. Craig and Ryan.
All right, thank you to Vanessa and Gretchen. And indeed, the 7th time. The family, the Rockets, and the Rockets Television Network have teamed up for this event. 11 straight for the Rockets. Sengun point blank.
There you go.
Run continues. And the Rockets have their biggest lead of the game. Offensive rebound, and Sengun heard footsteps. And none came, and fortunately, you're still able to score. Spin push shot, good for Sengun across the Eubanks.
Stay home.
Blocked by Sengun. Yeah, he's not going to back you down like that. Whitmore, quick three up top, barely hits the rim, rebound, put back Sengun.
There you go, that's the difference. Rockets working the glass and efficient inside.
Sengun rolling on O'Neal, into the lane, nice patience, block, stays with it, scores.
There you go.
And the Rockets survive and win the game after they were down 22-6. From the Toyota Center in the heart of downtown Houston, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, the 25-31 Rockets begin a home-and-home against one of the best teams in the NBA, the 39-17 Oklahoma City Thunder. Sengun up top, three ball, good, game time. Nowhere for Jalen to go as Giddey sets up a wall. Shot clock down to 3. Sengun, the spin, the step back, the loop, and the make at the horn, and that was a thing of beauty. Holmgren had it poked away by Sengun. Rockets will push, Fred will shoot, Fred will score on his 30th birthday. Nice pass, Sengun with the denial of Joe.
He comes out of nowhere, just give me that, man. Like Hakeem on the weak side, just gloves that from Isaiah Joe.
And then Sengun with the whirling hook, just his third make tonight.
But again, watch the way that OKC is converging in the paint.
Smith got the three, and the Rockets are going to need a lot more of those within 8. Sengun, the flying stop.
Right, here you go, and here's the thing about the Rockets, Craig. They've never really been out of ball games, and especially at home.
Jabari with a left hand, no good, tipped in there by Sengun. They've made 17 threes, 50% shooting for the Thunder tonight from downtown, and one coming up for Sengun. Dort is 4 of 6 from 3. He's got 16 points. Oklahoma City comes in here, rallies from an early 16-point deficit, and they win it going away, dominating the last 2.5 quarters.
We welcome you to the 4:05 tonight from Paycom Center. One of the hottest teams in the NBA trying to keep their winning streak alive. It's the Houston Rockets and Oklahoma City Thunder. The second half of a home-and-home. Thunder took the first. In fact, the Thunder have won 5 in a row. Van Vliet trying to end the 8-0 run. He could not, but Sengun does on the follow. Houston got off to a terrific start when these two teams played on Sunday and then cooled off significantly second half. Sengun, YMCA delivery. Another set shot, Willie.
Yeah, I tell you, he is so smooth.
Here's Dort. And that's blocked by Sengun, return to sender. Jalen's brother, Cody, is at Colorado, McDonald's All-American, and you're probably going to hear his name as well at this level.
He has been incredible.
Turnover. Green to the rim, the Baker goes. I thought we were going to get an Uncle Dunkle.
Yeah.
Van Vliet bounces, Sengun. Shot put is good.
Yeah, and I think, see, that's a smart play. You don't always want to attack the shot blocker. You want to just create space to be able to shoot that shot in rhythm.
Sengun taps the ball to himself. Extended possession here for Houston. Trying to take the baseline, give it up. Brooks lays it in. Tremendous blind feed from Alperen Sengun.
They don't need somebody to coach talent. They need somebody to coach focus and to compete and fight every single night.
And Jared, it's a great point. And you're right, you don't want to coach effort, but you do want to coach accountability.
Sengun with an easy lay-in on a beautiful setup by the veteran Dylan Brooks.
Oh, okay.
Sengun, big finish and the foul.
Right back at you.
Dueling dunks from the big men.
Yeah, and they finally are able to get that roll action, and you see SGA just late on that rotation, which gave Sengun that launching pad for the finish.
Sengun, isolation, double team, Sengun feeds it out. Green, cha-ching on a three.
Yeah, I like the patience there by Sengun.
Van Vliet feeds it, Sengun back in, and he connects. 96-81, Thunder, just over 7 minutes to go. Sengun pins it against the glass. Sengun one-on-one with Williams. Ball fake, 10 to shoot. Sengun, the spin to the rim.
Yeah, good patience there by Sengun.
6 consecutive wins, all by double digits. They handle Houston 112-95.
For the second time in a row from the Footprint Center in lovely Phoenix, Arizona, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball, as tonight the 25-34 Rockets and the 35-24 Phoenix Suns wrap up their season series.
Durant's put up big numbers against the Rockets this year, but he hasn't shot it too well, especially from three against the Rockets. Off 1 foot from the free throw line. Good for Sengun. The Rockets now playing deep into the shot clock. Van Vliet to Sengun. Back to a wide open Green. Straightaway three is good. How about the ball movement? How about the shooting? And Jalen Green continues to have a good go of things this season against the Phoenix Suns. Look at Dylan Brooks all the way to the rim. Misses. Thompson with the offensive rebound. Pulls it back out. Now to Sengun. Another shot. Put another make. And the Rockets are rolling.
There you go. That's simple.
Yep. He flashes to the free throw line, and then Sengun snuck back door, and that's an easy two. Brooks not close. Air ball. It's a pass basically to Sengun, who cleaned it up for two. Passes up the foul line jumper, works in on Eubanks, gets to the rim and scores.
Yeah, that's what you want to see from Sengun.
Sengun misses. Couple of Suns converge on the rebound, come away empty-handed, and Alp there, right place, right time. Rebound Booker.
That's what the zone wants. Drive it, attack it.
Drives in a two-handed volleyball spike there by Alperen Sengun. Back to Green, he'll fire it up to three. Good. At both ends of the floor, Alp defensively. Jalen Green sticks another triple.
Gotta attack. Yes, attack this zone. Don't
into
settle.
Sengun right in the middle of the defense. Back out to Green, catch and release corner three. Bounces down. How about that? So hot against the Suns. He got a friendly bounce on the road and drilled another one.
Alp's got to go score this.
And he does just that.
He's getting grabbed, he's getting held, should have been an and one. You know what? Play through it, big fella. Love that take.
Good find. Sengun, though, misses but stays with it and taps it in. 21 for him. As that will officially do it. Good night tonight for Jalen Green and the Rockets, as the Rockets secure road win number 6.
From the Toyota Center in downtown Houston, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. That's tonight the 26-34 Rockets play the first of back-to-back home games, starting with the 13-48 San Antonio Spurs.
Down low to Sengun on Champagny. Here comes the help, goes baseline, goes glass, and scores.
And that's what it's got to be. When Wemby's not on him, go quick, take advantage. Double team couldn't get there in time.
Green around the Sengun pick, goes back to him, led him with the pass, and he scored it easily at the rim.
Look at the maturity of Jalen Green, really coming along and just an efficient start here to this ball game.
And this time Sengun went with the howitzer hook off the glass.
Yeah, I don't know if he meant to go glass or if he called bank, but it went in.
Jeff Green gives it up to Sengun back in, and the shot put goes down. The Spurs were on a 13-2 run after they were down 26 to 18. Drop step, shielded the bigger guy, but he missed the layup, but stuck with the play.
There you go, had those stats.
Sengun gonna back it in on Collins, now picks up the dribble, steps back off 1 foot, little fake fire is good.
Again, Alpe's getting into his own.
And that dances off, rebound to Sengun, back to Van Vliet, into the lane to Sengun, in on Collins. Now backs him underneath the rim, shields him with his body, and banks it in for 2 more. And you see Victor Wembanyama is out there to start the second half, and he is not able to recover in time as Sengun pounds it down. And back to Sengun, the little flip shot over Wembanyama. That's 2 straight makes for Sengun. Down low, Sengun, drop step and score. He is going to work here in this 3rd quarter.
You know, it's only a 1-point ball game.
Blocked by Sengun, getting it done at both ends of the floor in this 2nd half.
Spurs front office, they thought Cassell would be more of a defender, you know, coming out of college, but he can really score the basketball as Sengun's just going to town inside, and they were just pleasantly surprised with how good he is offensively.
Deep 3, Van Vliet. Nope. Sengun tapped it in. Here comes Johnson, stepping through 2 defenders, forces it up, misses it. Rebound cleared by Thompson ahead to Green, loses his balance, somehow still has the ball. Now plays it to Sengun. He'll drive in the lane, he'll spin, he'll stop, he'll score as this dominant 3rd quarter continues, and there's still 4:40 plus remaining in it. Back to Green, right back to Sengun, and 1.
It's the future of the Rockets right there. Those 2 learning how to play together, high fives and celebrations in Toyota Center.
Sengun for 3. It's his night. Another deflection by Sengun. Picked up by Van Vliet. He gets it back. Oh my goodness, the softest leg went more. What more can Alperen Sengun do? Alperen Sengun, folks. Always. Remember, they had an 18-game losing streak earlier in the season, franchise record. Lost number 17 of those 18 came against the Rockets. Uh-oh,
no way.
And Wembanyama gets recovered. Spun and gets the rim. A career high. 38 points for Alperen Sengun, and it came on the play. Wembanyama can't win more. How fun is this, people? How much fun are you having tonight?
Sengun puts the young fella in the rim, works him, and said, you know what, you blocked my shot 2 or 3 times, go to town, gets him on the hezzy, he knows he's still in the play, you know what, put him in the rim. Put him in the rim.
Back to Sengun, again on Wembanyama, over the shoulder, and the hook shot rolls down.
Why not?
Thought
Why
about
not?
it. Now goes at Wembanyama, there's the help, works around the help, and hits another hook.
It's a cookout. They'd get another one.
The perfect bow on a darn near perfect night for Alperen Sengun. Sticks his second 3, 45 for him. And Alperen Sengun with the game of his career, the game of his life here tonight. Matched up with Victor Wembanyama. Shakes, hugs, and smiles between 2 longtime friends, and there's Jetty Osman giving Alperen Sengun a big hug on a career night for him. And the Rockets, for the first time in over 2 months, have won back-to-back games. Tonight, 114-101, the final score.
James Harden is back in H-Town, the place that he still calls home, with his Clippers just 2 games back of Minnesota and OKC for first place in the Western Conference. Meanwhile, the Houston Rockets right now 27-34 on the outside looking in. Sengun takes that unorthodox one-legged shot, whether usually it's up around the foul line area, that time from the wing. And Thompson comes in and immediately scores the bucket. Green from deep, got it. Hesitated a little bit, but knocks it home. He has 7. Sengun on the block against Tice. Wheels, the reverse, counted. What a slick move. Hakeem Olajuwon sitting next to Elvin Hayes, folks. Hakeem cutting his basketball teeth here in Houston as a young man at the University of Houston, and runs against the late, great Moses Malone at the popular Fondy Recreation Center here in Houston, as Sengun gets the tip. Sengun's 45 last night, Doris, was the most by a Houston center since Hakeem. He's tracking in the right direction. Whitmore leaking out, steps through, score it. Oh, he's slick with it. Down by 12, under 7 minutes to go in the half. Whitmore left all alone. They went under the screen, Doris, and he makes them pay. Skip pass over to Holiday for three. Sengun hustles for the rebound. Holiday tries another, butter. Sengun with that one-handed shot.
It's not off one leg, it's the push shot.
Plumlee on Sengun in a crowd out to Van Vliet from deep. Got it.
But again, you want him in pick and roll because he's such a good roller. And again, they're sending more than one at him, and that allows Fred the time to get that off.
Green from three-point territory laces it. Thompson. Bones stayed in front of him well. Sengun, though, with great position. Lays it home on the jump hook. He's got a dozen in the ball game. Sengun with the floater, got it to fall. Whitmore back to Sengun. Spins, wheels, fires, cashes.
Man, not blazing speed, but effective.
Thompson inside. Got it to fall over Paul George.
How about the pass from Sengun? He has got the triple-double with his 10th assist.
Whitmore got it.
Great assist.
Whitmore pulls the mid-range. And the claw is trying to put the clamps on Van Vliet right now at the point of attack. Sengun spins. The jump hook good over Plumlee.
Wow.
18 in the ball game to go along with a season high 18 rebounds. Van Vliet left it short. Loose ball, Van Vliet, first one there. Uninterrupted for three. And a whistle underneath. Harden with the second free throw. Sengun with a little room service underneath to make it a 6-point game. James Harden looking at a successful return to Houston, where he calls home for the first time as a member of the Los Angeles Clippers. His team victorious, 122-116. Sengun with the triple-double, but Kawhi Leonard making an indelible imprint on this evening with 28 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists.
From the Moda Center in Portland, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, the 27-35 Rockets begin a 3-game road trip as they face the 17-44 Portland Trailblazers.
Now Sengun draws 2, kicks it to a wide open Green, and that's a good start for Houston.
Unbelievable start. Not just Jalen Green hitting his first shot, but Sengun executing against a double team.
Nice move by Sengun. Went baseline, then came back in the middle of the lane.
Reverse showtime.
Yeah, little showtime. Reverse 5-hole. Sengun dropped it to Van Vliet. Stuck to 3, and the Rockets now have recovered from that 11-point hole as they have closed the gap to 1. And there goes Cam Whitmore gliding to the rim as the Rockets score in transition.
Interesting point guard Jabari here and backdoored.
And Jalen Green basically looking down inside the rim for that slam. When DeAndre Ayton started, 10-30. So that should have been a little bit better with Reith than the former #1 overall pick of Sengun, that time using his size down low.
Or they start out in man and then switch towards the end of the possession and go zone.
And Sengun with the putback.
There you go. Things aren't going well. Go get it. Go get it off the glass.
Back to Sengun plus the foul.
And that's exactly what you want to see. Don't sit and soak.
And here's a guy as Smith is able to finish after rim. Thought he got fouled. Should have been an and one.
Should have.
Sengun through contact with the hoop, and he'll shoot one. Just drawing so much attention. Terrific spin move and score right on cue. Shot clock down to 3. The line.
Those two have been absolutely balling. Jalen to a man heads-up play, but just playing basketball.
Defense. Hopefully it'll lead to some offense. Green over Thibault. Yes! Back to Sengun. And continues with the sequence, pads the stats, a couple of rebounds, and eventually scored. And the Rockets were down by 8 at halftime, but at both ends of the floor, especially Jalen Green offensively the third, and Men Thompson defensively in the third, the Rockets were able to find their groove and pull away for an easy victory as Ime Udoka returns home.
From the Golden One Center in the heart of California's capital city, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball, as this afternoon, not only are the 28-35 Rockets looking for their third straight road win, but they're also looking to sweep the 36-26 Sacramento Kings.
It's not been a real good first 3 possessions for the Rockets. Sengun from the free throw line, and there you go, that's a good possession. Now back to Sengun, and he's able to score easily, so that's a quick 4 in a row for Alperen. Sabonis has put up a very good stat line to start the game already.
Well, I'm sure he's thought about that last game.
And there's Sengun with a nice drop off, his first assist. Sengun's putting up a good stat line. Knocked away by Sengun, terrific hands. Scooped up by Van Vliet, 1-on-2, challenges Fox and scores.
Van Vliet playing so well, he just makes the defense pay for any mistake that they make.
Into Sengun.
The patience from Fred there. You saw how he just drew out the Kings defense and hit Sengun late.
I beg your pardon, that's from the field. 4-20 from the game, 2 for 9 from the field. As Sengun gives the Rockets their biggest lead. Sengun in on Sabonis, the step back, the high arcing shot. That's 2 in a row for him. And the Rockets are grooving here. The run is extended to 16-3. There you go, got inside of Sabonis. Sabonis is the league leader in double-doubles, has another one here. That's 59 of them on the season. Leads the NBA in triple-doubles. He's closing in on his 23rd. Ow! Right there, Thompson again. Sengun with the dime.
Go to work.
Drop step, hook shot, 2 points. Keep the score moving if you're the Rockets.
Rockets finish this off. This is going to be a sweep.
He threw it away. Here comes Sabonis. And he ended up getting bodied and fouled. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. And then Sengun came down awkwardly over the top of him and is writhing and grimacing in pain and grabbing his right knee.